the arc. Right side for three. Leaves it long. Kinker able to go up, get the rebound back to Okonis. He drives in left side. Double pump layup. It is up. It is in. Crashes to the floor. Foul. Count the basket. And a 10-7 lead for North Fayette Valley. Here's the Pirates again. Martinez crossover dribble. Drives in. Double pump layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. And it's now 26-21. Pirates back offensively. Martinez stops. Right side for three. Front of the rim. Rolls through. It is good. Back-to-back threes by the Pirates. Their first lead of the second half at 41-38. Waits. Left side to Stolka. Open left side for three. Got it. The Tiger Hawks burning the nets. This is an 18-0 run, and it's 56-43 midway through the fourth. That is Schaefer, left corner. Everett for three, got another one. Everett back-to-back threes. This is a 21-0 run by North Fayette Valley. They're pulling away by 16 here in the fourth. What a dominant finish for North Fayette Valley. A 29-0 run to close the third and start the fourth. And the Tiger Hawks win going away over Postville by a final score of 69-49. The best high school basketball is on KCTN. It's a non-conference rivalry matchup tonight on KCTN. Clayton Ridge visits Edgewood Colesburg. First off, we have the girls' game. The Eagle girls are young and have struggled in league play, but the positive growth continues. They're coming off one of their better offensive games on Friday. For Edco, the Vikings come in on the heels of a 5-game winning streak. They're coming off a sharp win over East Buchanan. They look to keep it going. Game number 1 with Clayton Ridge and Edco. The Chalk Talk for our girls game coming up next on KCTN.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today, 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by the Edgewood Reminder, Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, Kendrick Forest Products, buyers of standing timber, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers Gifts and more in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, and Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston. Coach, first off, your team now 1-11. Dropped the decision to New Hampton. Certainly a better night for your team offensively, but dropped that decision 69-37. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it definitely got away from us late third quarter, fourth quarter. The JV girls, who I've talked about on here plenty of times, played actually 5 entire quarters. Their game went into overtime.
Oh, wow.
And it just looks like we were out of gas. We also pressed the entire game, so I feel like I should have maybe taken that off. But we will play less than great defense if I give these girls a chance to be lazy. Like if we set up in a 2-3 zone or a 1-2-2, they just don't come out with as much energy. So they really brought the energy. We just slowed down offensively again, but shot more, so that led to more opportunities, and our score for us was better than it usually is. I think we, put up some numbers.
So yeah, certainly some positive there. All right, so let's go through starting a lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
We had an injury, so I'm not entirely sure, but I'm thinking it will be freshman Ellie Smith, Erica Sarazua, which I'm excited to see what she can do. She had 8 steals in the New Hampton game the other night. Kamaya Millard, Adeline Helly, Alyssa Sodawasser.
All right, now let's turn our attention to some of the kids that come off the bench for you. We won't have Ostrander, so to help take care of the ball will be Sophia Schmeeler. Haven't talked about her a lot because she recently came back from concussion. Mallory Dean, she helps out, subbing with the big girls. And, yeah, I might have another freshman, Kinley Deitmeyer, and our junior, Kira Gao. I don't really have much of a bench right now. So continuing to develop that. All right, Edco, what do you know about the Vikings?
Oh, I just know that, defense. We need to hustle. We need to identify their shooters, and I don't know. I really feel like we're improving, so I think we could give them a run for their money.
All right, so some of the keys in the ball game, you mentioned a few of them. What else do you have to do?
I'm really interested to see with this Tri-Rivers lineup, varsity girls are starting at 5:30, and then JV girls will play afterwards. So I'm really seeing if that, excited to see if that will play a contributing factor with just the stamina alone. And if it does, that could really help us.
Sure, absolutely. All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Sounds good, Dan. Thanks.
You betcha. Clayton Ridge girls basketball coach Megan Livingston on her Eagle program. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank, we empower success.
Viking Eagles basketball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point. Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo. Bender's Foods in Guttenberg. Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. And Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz. Coach, your team now 9-5. A good win Friday night, beat East Buchanan 65-34. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, Phil, it was a game that a conference rival like that with East Buchanan. It was a close game early in the year when we started out the season with them at their place. So I was really happy with how we came out with our defensive intensity all night long. We really put a lot of pressure on them and a lot of pressure on their players, and it resulted in a lot of turnovers, and it got us a lot of good looks in the game. So I was really happy with the effort from the whole team and adjusting to what their defense was. So, I was really happy with how we played and how things are going for us.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's game.
Yeah, starting tonight would be Ava Hofer, Addie Smelzer, and Rachel Eckelceder, and then McKenna Hofer, and then rounding out with Lily Boriski.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, coming off the bench would be Kendall Whitman, Abigail Schilling, and then Josie Deers for tonight.
All right, now turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. What do you know about the Eagles?
Yeah, so they're, like I said, they're a young team too coming up. We just got to make sure we do what we do and make sure we rebound the basketball tonight. Rebound the basketball is going to be big. They like to get the ball inside a little bit there, and then make sure we get to a couple of their shooters. Just make sure that nobody's going to get on track of hitting some shots from the outside. But as long as we take care of putting ball pressure on, a lot like what we need to do, what we did against East Buchanan, just kind of put a lot of pressure on them, not let them get in the flow or in the rhythm of their offensive sets, and us just taking care of the basketball and starting out, obviously getting the ball inside, and then hitting our outside shots when needed to be.
All right. Now, obviously, you guys are undefeated since the break. What's been the difference in this team here during this stretch?
Yeah, no, we really concentrated and focused on just doing what we do and doing it better. We spent a lot of time on that over Christmas break, just defensively and offensively, and the girls are really starting to buy in on what we do and being more like us, not so much of what other teams do to us. We don't need to adjust too much more other than just get good at what we are strong at and make sure we keep doing that. And it's been working so well for us so far.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in tonight's ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
All right. Yep, thanks, Dan.
Yes, Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz on his Viking team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
The vets and vet techs at Veterinary
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and the Loena Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan along with Coach Aaron Hammond, we welcome you here to Edgewood. And it's a non-conference matchup tonight, but it's neighbors meeting. And in our matchup tonight, it is Edgewood, Colesburg, and Clayton Ridge. The Eagle girls come in a record 1-11. The Edco girls have won 5 in a row. They're 9-5. I'm joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Edco heavily favored in this ball game, but Clayton Ridge team coming off one of their better offensive performance on Friday night.
Yeah, they're starting to score some points. You know, that's been an improvement for them. But, you know, those turnovers are still, plaguing them. They want to try to overcome that. And tonight they're hampered a little bit more. Not going to have the Ostrander girl to help handle the ball. So somebody else is going to have to step up and try to help them overcome those growing pains of turnovers.
Yeah, Adeline Helly is their leading scorer, just a freshman, 7.5 points a ball game, and Kamaya Millard averages 7 points a ball game. But as a team, they only scored 27 points a ball game, and they know this is going to have to be a slower paced game tonight. Meanwhile, for Edco, 5 in a row. They're undefeated since the break. They are led by Lily Bariski, having an all-state year with 25 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, she's just a force inside, and teams have to prepare for her, and sometimes until you get on the court with her, you just don't realize all the things that she can do. She's averaging, as you said, 25 points, 9 rebounds, another 3 assists. So her scoring output as an offense is higher than what Clayton Ridge is right now. So, that's definitely a concern.
A big positive has been the scoring this year of Rachel Eccleseder, averaging almost 11 points a ball game, shooting 36% from the free throw line. And it's a team that averages 53 points, but 34, 35 come from those two. So it's kind of scoring by committee after that.
Yeah, and I think that's a concern that Coach Putz would like to rectify is, okay, we've got, Ava Hofer, McKenna Hofer, Addie Smeltzer, Kendall Whitman, all averaging about 4 or 5 points a ball game. Let's see if we can get a couple of those people up to 8 points, 9 points a ball game, and make them more of a, somebody you have to guard, and it becomes another weapon for you.
Yeah, get that third score is what they're really looking for. So, again, it's cold outside. Good place to be on this Monday night as we have back-to-back nights. And, again, the Vikings are the home team in this ball game tonight. Home, white bottoms and tops. Edco there in black. They also have, of course, the black numbers and the yellow trim. Eagles wearing their away green uniforms. Eagles across the front there in black. Kevin Ellsbury now with tonight's starting lineups. Let's go courtside now.
Welcome to Edgewood Colesburg High School for this basketball game between the Eagles of Clayton Ridge and your Edco Vikings. Just a reminder, tobacco, alcohol products, and pets are not allowed at state-sanctioned events. Please maintain respectful behavior towards players, fans, coaches, and officials throughout the contest. The concession stand is available tonight thanks to the Edco Vikings Booster Club and parents of our very own athletes. Thank you to the Steffen family and Reimer family for helping run the concession stand tonight. Thank you to Community Savings Bank for their sponsorship of tonight's event, as well as their continuing commitment to Edco athletics. And now for your starting lineups. For the Eagles, number 1, Erica Sarazua. And for the Vikings, number 10, a senior, Lily Bariski. For the Eagles, number 2, Alyssa Sadawasser. And for the Vikings, number 12, a sophomore, Ava Hofer. For the Eagles, number 20, Ellie Smith. For the Vikings, number 14, a sophomore, Addie Smelzer. For the Eagles, number 24, Cameron Millard. And for the Vikings, number 34, a senior Rachel Egglesleiter. For the Eagles, number 32, Adeline Helly. And for the Vikings, number 40, a senior, McKenna Hofer. The Eagles are coached by Megan Livingston and assisted by Stan Bockenstead. The Vikings are coached by Steve Putz and assisted by Brooks Egglesleiter. Tonight's officials are Ben Lechtenberg, Dan Lechtenberg, and Randy Kramer.
There you have it. Starting lineups. Opening action coming up from Edgewood after this.
Allamakee Clayton Electric Cooperative Youth Tour applications are now available. High school sophomores and juniors whose parents or legal guardians are ACEC members could win an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. as part of the National Youth Tour program. More information and applications are available at acrec.com. Allamakee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Welcome back to Edgewood. Just about ready to go, but this has become a common theme as the teams have, when they're hosting Edco, Rachel Eccleseder continues to play, fighting through Hodgkin's lymphoma there, and Thursdays, I believe, are the days that she usually goes through chemotherapy, but has continued to play night in, night out, and every school has been so, again, great in this process, raising funds, doing a number of things in support.
Yeah, very gracious with her and very generous of those schools, and you know, I don't blame them. They want to take a picture with Rachel. You know, the thing. You know, she's always very grateful. Thanks them for them. But every other Thursday, Rachel goes through therapy. Sometimes when they play on Thursdays, she will play. Not always. Depends on how it goes. But most Fridays, she's back. You know, so she's missing school, she's missing practice, she's missing games, but she's trying not to, and she's just trying to be a regular kid, and all these teams are just there to support her.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the elementaries raised some funds over here at Edco. They've done a great job, everybody K through 12 here at Edco, and May, I believe, is when she's supposed to be finishing things up, and that's right about softball season time.
They're hoping by the time softball practice starts that she's off therapy, you know, hopefully cancer-free by then, but we give her support and her best all the, you know, night in, night out, and all these teams are doing a great job.
Yeah, we did a ball game which she had chemotherapy on Thursday. Then the next night hit 8 3-pointers in that ball game.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, so again, the Vikings will have Boriski to jump it up against Helly. Helly, again, the post player, about 6'1" for Clayton Ridge. Boriski has hops and is 5'9". So let's see who wins. I'd say 5'10". Let's see who wins the tip. Tip is up. It is won by Boriski into the backcourt, and this game is underway. Right away, Eccleseder open right wing for three, right on cue. Eccleseder, again, shooting a far better percentage this year from the three-point line, gets the Vikings off to a good start. Right side, Sarazua, it's knocked away by Boriski, and again, you're going to have 1-2-2 pressure by Edco. Can Clayton Ridge handle this pressure?
Yeah, Clayton Ridge is they got to take care of the ball, and you know, they got to defend Boriski, and they got to try to get, you know, the ball into the post, and all those things are going to be, you know, monumental tonight.
Backcourt area, they try to get it ahead. They do to Sarazua, and Sarazua goes in the lane. That's Helly, catches it on the left block. Good strong shot, but aired it out long. Millard gets the rebound and saves it back right side offensively, working it now once again with Smith. Smith in the lane to Helly. That shot partially blocked. Eccleseder there defensively. Eagles got a couple of looks, but they come up empty of their first trip down the court. Meanwhile, Eccleseder right side, another three on its way, popped in and out. Circled around, did not go down, did not get the hometown bunch. Should say bounce. Millard ahead in the offensive end to Smith, has it knocked away from behind, picked up there by Edco. Here's a steal, here's a layup by Boriski, who went over 1,000 points in last week's ball game. 5-0, Edco the lead a minute in.
Yeah, just a quick score off of that turnover and able to attack the basket.
Sodawasser in the backcourt to Sarazua. Again, if you're Clayton Ridge, they just do get it across before the 10-second violation. And Sodawasser steps into a double team as she was tied up there. Good defense by Smeltzer. Also there as well was, again, McKenna Hofer. And it is a jump ball that stays down here with Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, I think Edco really needs to dial up that pressure because, you know, Clayton Ridge is a little more comfortable in the half court. The pressure's still there, but that full court pressure is going to be tough.
Sodawasser tried to go in the lane, stolen away by, again, Boriski, who drives the length of the court. The layup, it is up, it is in, and the Vikings getting the start they're looking for. Quickly up 7-0.
And Boriski does so many good things. We talk about her points, but she averages about, 3.5 assists. She gets 9 rebounds. And the one thing that she complains about in class is, I don't shoot free throws very well. I'm only about a 52% free throw shooter.
Free throw shooter is off the front of the rim, and yep, she followed that saying right there. Smith gets the rebound for Clayton Ridge, and again, they are being surrounded in the backcourt, and they've only got about 3 seconds to get it ahead. Millard gets it to center court, intercepted by Smeltzer, who's able to somehow tip it over to Hofer, and Hofer head first dive along the baseline, trying to save it from going out of bounds. She did not, and it goes back to the Eagles. They want a timeout. We've played a minute 40, 7-0. Edco the early lead.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So a quick 30-second timeout taken there by, once again, Clayton Ridge, trailing by a score of 7-0 here to start this ball game.
Yeah, and the pressure is just, it's gonna get to them. It's going to bother them, and Edco's doing a really good job with it, pressuring the ball, trapping when they can.
Good timeout by the Eagles because they looked like they were headed for a 10-second violation. Sarazua beats the pressure, left side to Sodawasser in the offensive end, and the Eagles patient, and they get it in the lane to Helly on the left block. Double team, takes a shot, banked it long. Good straight-up defense by Eckelceder, actually banked it short, and Brisky back into the offensive end. And Ava Hofer, right side. McKenna Hofer, right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Brisky, the rebound, drives in and scores the layup. We've played a little over 2 minutes. 9-0. Edco the early lead.
Yeah, doing what they want to do right now offensively, defense, giving them fits.
Sodawasser to Sarazua. Sarazua across the timeline, left side to Miller. They get it down in the lane. Nice entry pass, but Helly misses the shot, but gets her own rebound. Put back, gets up and in, left-handed from the left-handed side. And a nice entry pass there by Millard, and the Eagles hit Edco with a little pressure here.
Well, and you've got a couple of youngsters that help handle it. Ava Hofer, a sophomore, Addie Smeltzer, a sophomore, and maybe you can pressure them a little bit, but senior McKenna Hofer's going to come back and help with that as well.
And right side, Eckelceder for 3. Got it from the right wing. Eckelceder's hit a couple of threes, and the Vikings a tremendous start, leading 12-2 here. Backcourt area is Smith. Smith deflected by Bariski. Back to Sodawasser, and again, they've got to hurry. The ball is knocked out of bounds, and there's only 1 second differential there, and the ball will go back to Clayton Ridge as they will take it in their sideline area here.
Well, and they're going to have some help here coming in the game. The first sub of the night is Sophia Schmeeler.
Schmeeler into the ball game, and Sodawasser checks out. And the Vikings here will fall back into a 2-3 zone as Smith brings it across the timeline. Smith left side, Sarazua back to Schmeeler, out just outside the lane, a little 8-foot leaner, shot no good from the left side. Bariski gets the rebound, and again, the Vikings are going to want to run. Right side, Hofer, open, right side for 3, left it short, and it rimmed out. And again, one and done as Helly gets the rebound. Pace of this game to the Vikings' liking. Sarazua drives, tried to bounce it left side to, again, that time, Helly. The ball is not able to get it as it was disrupted there. Meanwhile, Schmeeler got the ball, took a shot from 10 feet away, kind of a ragtag series, and then the ball ends up going out of bounds and goes back to Clayton Ridge.
I think Clayton Ridge has the right idea. They're trying to get the ball into Helly, but nothing going in so far.
Smith left side for 3, left it short, but Sarazua able to get the rebound. Right side, Millard drives baseline, cut off by Bariski. Schmeeler on the floor with one knee down, able to save it. Over to Millard in the corner. Sarazua left side, Schmeeler in the lane, tried to go there too. Once again, Sarazua intercepted by Bariski, and you're not going to catch her. She drives in, the layup, it is up, it is in. Smith tried to catch her, and it's a 3-point opportunity and a 14-2 lead now.
She can score, she can rebound, she's fast enough to lead the break there, and she wants to knock down a free throw here.
You mentioned Brisky from the field. Again, fabulous percentages, 54% from the field. Free throw there is no good. She is 0 for 2 there. And shoots, actually, he's only taken 4 3-pointers. Helly the rebound for the Eagles. Ahead to Sarazua. Drives in, leans in, the shot no good, but draws contact. And it is on Ava Hofer committing the foul. And the Eagles go to the free throw line for 2. We mentioned Clayton Ridge wants to slow this game down. But if they do have a chance with numbers like in that situation, probably going to try to run.
Well, and when you get youth out there, sometimes it's hard to recognize when you have those numbers, and I think that was a good situation. Maybe bring that back. But she attacked the rim, got the foul. It's going to get rewarded with a free throw.
Free throw there is short. Sarazua will have another opportunity. Second free throw on its way. Circled around, no good. Helly got a hand on the rebound there, and because of that, Bariski in front of her actually knocked it out of bounds. So the Eagles maintain possession. And they'll take it. Millard will. Middle of the lane gets it to, again, Helly, who goes right side, but it's intercepted. She was caught in the lane, nowhere to go. Bariski leads the break. Bariski left side to Smeltzer, who brings it back out on top to Ava Hofer. They'll get into their offense at the halfway point. Eckelceder, deep three-pointer, 25 feet away. Got it from the right side. 17-2 as Eckelceder hits another three.
If you get range like that, you're in range when you step in the gym.
Smith beats the pressure, and top of the key, needs some help, goes left side to Sarazua. In the lane to Helly. Helly's shot from the left block, short. And again, Eckelceder just getting hands up, doing the job defensively.
Yeah, straight up, making Helly shoot over her and disrupting the shot big time.
Corner, Eckelceder right back to Hofer. Hofer in the lane to Boriski. Boriski brings it middle of the lane. Nice feed down low to Smeltzer, who cut in backdoor left side. Lays it up and in, and the Vikings putting on a clinic right now.
Oh, that was a nice interior pass. Draw the attention and dump it off.
Miller tried to bounce it over to Helly. The ball knocked away. Sarazua drives in. That shot blocked by McKenna Hofer. But the Eagles do maintain possession with Schmeeler. And they'll bring it back out on top here. Left side Schmeeler tried to go into the corner. Sarazua in that corner. But again, she started to move towards the basket, and it is a turnover against Clayton Ridge, and that is a concern already for the Eagles as McKenna Hofer checks out of the ball game, and in there for Edco is number 42, and for the Vikings, that will be Kendall Whitman. Meanwhile, Eckelceder, another three, right side, back-to-back threes from 25 feet away.
Why not?
It's 22-2.
Why not? She's just feeling it now.
And here's a steal by Boriski. Drives in left side, fouled by Sarazua on the drive in. If there was any concern about Edco overlooking this ball game, that certainly is not the case.
Well, Rachel Eckelceder feeling it right now. She's shooting that from about 5 feet behind the arc at least, and draining it with all net.
And this will be Boriski back to the free throw line for two. Free throw popped in and out. But you mentioned free throw shooting wise, Boriski this year actually 58%.
58%, but she gets to the free throw line so many times. She'd like to see that up and maybe in the 70% area.
It's on plays like that. Second free throw good. She's 1 of 4 from the free throw line, but it is a 21-point lead right now for Clayton Ridge. Schmeeler, center of the court. They get it to Smith. Eagles have numbers. Smith goes baseline to Miller. Baseline set shot, 8 feet away. It is good. Nice job by the Eagles getting by the pressure and hitting that shot.
Yeah, and recognizing the pressure's beat. We've got numbers. Let's get a shot, and Kamaya Miller knocks it down.
Eckelceder, another three. Right side, got it again. That's 3 in a row, and it's 26-4. The Vikings continue to burn the nets from long distance. Back offensively, it is Helly. They beat the pressure in the corner to Schmeeler. Back over left side to Sodawasser. And they'll work it left side. Schmeeler open left side for three and just grazes the rim. It is short. And the rebound pulled down there by the Vikings. And the Vikings will actually slower pace it into the offensive end as Clayton Ridge runs their 1-2-2. Whitman, baseline to Eckelceder. No, not again. Right side. Popped in and out. But Whitman, the rebound. It's up and in. They continue to do things well. 28-4 as Eckelceder finally had one rim out on her. And here across the timeline is Smith. Left side to Helly. Helly drives in. Nice strong move from the left side, but leaves it flat. Again contested. And back into the offensive end comes Edgewood Colesberg.
Eckelceder contested that a little bit, disrupted the rhythm, but I don't think she got a piece of it.
Boriski to Whitman on the left block. Banked the shot long as Helly came over to challenge. Sodawasser the rebound. Smith, again, double team, loses the basketball. Picked up. Here's a steal. Boriski drives in, goes to the right side, and scores yet another layup. A minute to go in the quarter. They have put up 30 points. Millard across the timeline offensively. Left side to Helly. She drives in. The shot up and in from just off the left block. That time, the Vikings did not get back defensively, and it's 30-6 now. Edco in the lead.
That's a good-looking shot for Helly there. Just squaring up, using the glass, making sure it goes in, and got away from the defense that time.
Boriski. Free throw line drives in. The layup. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. Helly came up to challenge, and Boriski using her speed to get to the basket. It's 32-6.
Yeah, and Lily Boriski is not your typical post player. She's a little undersized for, post, but she's still there. But she can jump, and she's so quick, so she can get those interior moves and be around a slower post before they even know that she's turned.
Addie Smeltzer checks out. McKenna Hofer back in for the Vikings. Free throw, it is no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds off the hands of Clayton Ridge, and it stays down here with the Vikings. 39 seconds to go in our opening quarter. And it will be Eckelceder taking it off the left side of the basket. Inbounds to Boriski. Addie Smeltzer, they set up a play. It is Eckelceder, deep left corner for three. Got another one. That's 4 out of 5, and it's 35-6. Back across the timeline, Millard. Millard drives in. The shot blocked by Eckelceder. Loose ball in the court, picked up by, once again, Clayton Ridge. Right side, Schmeeler, 18-footer, shot no good. Rebound deflected out of there, and it is saved by Schmeeler on the floor. Millard, deep left corner, fires up the three. It's off the back of the rim, and it is, again, Helly going up for the rebound, has it knocked away, and it stays down here with the Vikings. 8.7 seconds to go here in our opening quarter.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge got to try to find a shot here with this inbounds play.
Millard, nice roll to the basket, actually. Got it right side into the hands of Mallory Dean, who checked in moments ago. Dean rolled to the basket, fouled, and a nice inbounds play run by the Eagles.
Yeah, ran a 1-4 high set, and Dean came right down that lane line and stepped in front of the defender, so the defender tried to block that on the back side of the play.
And free throw on its way by Dean. It is short. The Eagles have struggled offensively. Again, it's a young team. 26% from the field, 19% from the three-point line, 38% from the free throw line. Second free throw good, so they'll take 1 out of 2 every time. 7.5 seconds to go. Vikings get the last shot. Eckelceder wide open, deep left corner for three. Got another one. The exclamation point. And Edco puts up 38 points in the opening quarter. We've played one. Edco leads 38-7. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by the Edgewood Reminder, Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, Kendrick Forest Products, buyers of standing timber, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers Gifts and more in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, and Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg. Edco averages 53 points a ball game. They have 38 at the end of the opening quarter, leading Clayton Ridge 38-7, and they have been red hot from the field, especially the three-point line, Coach.
Yeah, they're 15 for 20, 7-11 behind the arc, 8 of 9 inside the arc. The one thing they're struggling is 1 of 5 from free throw line, only 1 turnover for the Eagles. 3 of 17, didn't make any three-pointers, 1 of 4 at the free throw line, and they're at 8 turnovers.
So it is again Edco with the basketball. Smeltzer, Ava Hofer, McKenna Hofer, Boriski, and Eckelceder. Boriski drives in the middle of the lane. Good dive in by Schmeeler. Knocked it away into the hands of Millard. Then Millard tripped by Boriski. And that will be the first foul on Edco here in the second quarter. It is safe to say for Clayton Ridge, it's one thing to be an underdog against Edco, but when the Vikings shoot like that, they're going to play with anybody.
And that's one of those things that gets on film, and other teams realize we have to prepare for them. They have some weapons, and they got to have a plan for what happens when they shoot like this.
Schmeeler is tied up there. She brought the ball, lost the handle on it, tied up by McKenna Hofer, and it will go back to Clayton Ridge. So what Edco is going to see from time to time is a triangle and 2.
Yeah, triangle and 2 for sure. If Eckelceder's off a little bit, maybe a box and 1, or maybe triangle 2, put them both on Boriski. Normally it's her that's scoring all these points.
And Boriski has the ball thrown right to her, drives in, loses it, picked up by Ava Hofer, and then Hofer fouled from behind, and it will go to Edco. So that time, jumping up like it was a volleyball spike was Boriski, but went up with 2 hands, and it's another turnover.
Well, and that's what I talk about. She seems like she might be a little undersized, but her hops make up so much for that she could just elevate and take that right out of the air.
Left side, Ava Hofer, left wing area to Eckelceder, has the ball go in and out of her hands, tried to save it near the end of the Clayton Ridge bench. It goes into the hands of the Eagles, but they lose the basketball, and then Sirazua commits a foul, and it was the loose ball picked up there by Ava Hofer. All right, Sodawasser, Mallory Dean, Millard out there, Smith, and also Sirazua. And we have Schmeeler coming in, Sirazua checking out, and it will be the Vikings basketball. They'll take it out far side in front of their bench.
If you're Clayton Ridge, you're hoping maybe the Vikings cool off a little in this quarter, or try to play even, cut into this lead a little bit, but at least play even and try to get back into the ball.
You would think they almost have to. Meanwhile, they get the ball in the middle of the lane to Boriski, and she's one-on-one, veers to the left and shoots it with the right hand. First points of this second quarter, but it is a 33-point lead. 7 minutes left here in our first half. Millard double-teamed in the backcourt, and she traveled with the basketball. She was actually triple-teamed in the backcourt and really kind of hung out to dry.
She was almost in that coffin corner and had two girls in front of her, one sneaking up behind, and there was no outlet behind her.
And inbounds, Addie Smeltzer gets it to Ava Hofer. Hofer, top of the key, backdoor. Addie Smeltzer has a step on everybody, but feeds it back to Boriski. Her contested shot, it's no good, but she is fouled. It is the third foul on the Eagles. And Boriski, if she's not scoring, she's going to the line, and this is 2.
Yeah, she's going to have, this will be her 6th and 7th attempt here, and she's only made one of them, so she wants to start knocking down free throws.
Free throw, it is good. 41-7 is our score. So Edco in command right now here in this first half. That last foul, by the way, was on Smith, her second. Free throw on its way there. It is good. Both made. 42-7 now our score.
And for those listening at home, the 35-point rule does not go into effect until second half.
And again, the Eagles beat the pressure. Smith tried to go in the corner to Millard, threw it away. Another turnover there by the Eagles. Substitution, Whitman back into the ball game for Edco, and checking out for them will be Addie Smeltzer. And if you're Edco here, you obviously want to leave no doubt in this second quarter and clear the bench.
Yeah, let those young girls play. They do have a JV game tonight, but I think this is a great opportunity for some of these young girls to play against a young team in Clayton Ridge.
Yep, and again, Clayton Ridge will have some of those kids playing in a JV game in the other gym. Whitman on the left block, turns, fires up the shot, short from about 8 feet away, just off the left side. Meanwhile, Smith gets the rebound, throws it right into the hands of Boriski, who lays it up and in from the left side. That was actually Mallory Dean with the turnover. Sodawasser on the inbounds, and I think they're going to call a reach-in foul on McKenna Hofer. So the one thing, if you're Edco here, you've played great. You don't want to sloppy play, defensively or the reach-in fouls to kind of plague what you've done.
Yeah, you don't want to kind of muck it up a little bit with lots of fouls. Continue to play straight up, get after it, and, just play the game that you've been playing. It's been really fun and entertaining to watch.
All right, McKenna Hofer checks out, and that will bring Addie Smeltzer back into the game. Millard in the backcourt. From behind, it's knocked away by Ava Hofer, but she cannot track it down in the far corner, and it goes out of bounds. Good hustle nonetheless. We've played 2 minutes, and it's taken a few minutes to play those 2 minutes.
It has, and Clayton Ridge has been struggling still to take care of the ball, but, looking to get something going here in the half court.
Millard on top, and that is going to be Smith for 3. Shot, it is long from just off the top of the key. Ball goes out of bounds, and keep it down here with Clayton Ridge. The other thing is, for both these teams, is they have a busy week. And for Clayton Ridge, it's not going to get any easier facing Turkey Valley tomorrow night. Meanwhile, left corner, Smith for 3, aired it out long. Boriski a good read on it and able to just get the basketball on the right side. So back out on top here now is Smeltzer. Smeltzer, top of the key to Eccleseder. Step behind the arc, top of the key for 3. Got another one. Are you kidding me? It's 47-7. Backcourt area, it is again Clayton Ridge, pressured. Smith stops and straddles the center court line, gets it to Schmeeler. Mallory Dean, nice feed, baseline to Millard, layup, missed it on the right side. Great cut, but did not finish. Sodawasser the rebound. Smith back to Sodawasser. In the lane, Dean, post-up shot, no good, but a body foul there committed by Whitman, and Clayton Ridge will go to the free throw line for 2. They have Helly at the scorers table. Edco will start to go a little deeper into their bench. And coming into the ball game for them will be number 40. Well, actually, that's McKenna Hofer back into the ball game.
Hofer coming back into the game. I'm looking at, she's at 8. Rachel Eggerceder's at 8, and we saw her set the record. And a couple nights later, she set the record again. So I think her record is kind of in limbo tonight with how she's shooting.
Free throw good. Missed the first, made the second. Helly will check in. She'll check in there. For, once again, checking out of the ball game there is the sisters, one of the sisters there, and number 11, Dean, Mallory Dean. Avery Dean wears number 12. Hard enough to keep track. They wear numbers that are very similar. Left side, McKenna Hofer, right back into the ball game. Eccleseder, top of the key, another 3, same spot off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Schmeeler gets the rebound, and across the timeline is Clayton Ridge. Smith stops the dribble. Schmeeler, left side to Millard. Millard, baseline to Sodawasser, in the lane. Helly gets it on the block, post-up shot up and in. And again, Whitman straight up there, but Helly kept the ball up high, kissed it off the glass.
The freshman Helly's done a nice job. We've seen her as the years gone on, keeping that ball high, shooting it up over the defender.
And over top, Boriski tried to throw it to Whitman, knocked away by Millard, but Millard tiptoes along the baseline, out of bounds. Good defense to deny that pass, but it'll stay down here with the Vikings. Left side, Eckelceder to take it out of bounds. Inbounds to Boriski. They're looking to go to Eckelceder in the corner. They set a screen. Eckelceder moves a step to the right, fires up another three, and got yet another one. Are you kidding me? What more can you say? It's 50-10.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Helly on the left block, just outside of it. Misses the shot from 8 feet away. Got a good look, though, on the left side, as the Eagles did have numbers. Boriski takes it the length of the court, middle of the lane, takes a little floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, put back. It is up. It is in. Boriski adds the offensive rebounding total. 52-10 right now.
Boy, they're on pace to hit the century mark, and that's a lot of points for a girls' basketball game. Now, we'll have a continuous clock in that second half, so we expect the pace of scoring to go down, but this has been just an impressive offensive show.
You can't say enough, because it has been shooting from the outside and Boriski on the inside. Meanwhile, into the game for Edco, number 44, Abigail Schilling, so they start to go a little deeper into their bench. Also in there is number 22, and that will be Josie Deers. Free throw good. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge has checked out of the ball game there. I believe coming out with Schmeeler. And also number 22 in there as they get it to Helly. Nice post-up shot, middle of the lane, banks it up and in. One-on-one, makes that shot. Into the game for Clayton Ridge is number 22, and that will be, once again, Kinley Deitmeyer. And also coming into the ball game for them, Kiera Willett-Gow. So it's 53-12, halfway through the second quarter. Right side for three, again 25 feet away as Eckelceder hits the front of the rim, and the shot is no good. Has she cooled off maybe a little bit?
Well, when you're as hot as she is tonight shooting the ball, why not? Let's see how far that goes.
And again, Clayton Ridge turns it away as they try to bring it into the offensive end. It is senior night here at Edco, and again, not a bad crowd on hand tonight. Cold weather certainly going to affect that. And we have another JV game. The boys are going to the other side. Eckelceder off a pick. Left side for three. Shot no good. Helly able to jump up and grab the rebound on the right. Then a reach-in foul by Hofer. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the second quarter as our play has kind of stagnated a bit. And it's 53-12 with 3:28 to go. Second foul on Hofer.
Well, and Edco, can take this opportunity to work on some things. I think this full court press has been interesting to watch as they kind of work on, hey, can we do this against a different team, maybe something in the postseason.
And this ball throwing right to Boriski, who scores the layup. Millard throwing it left side to Smith, and again the pass just telegraphed, and Boriski must have at least a handful of steals. By the way, Deer steals the ball in the inbounds as well, and the ball kicked out of there, picked up by Willett-Gow. They get it ahead to Helly. Helly's going to bring it into the offensive end. Gets to the left block, takes a step back jump shot from 8 feet away. It is good. Schilling tried to draw the charge, and she hit the floor there, and looks like it's a funny bone type injury, and she is not finding that so funny.
No, she's not happy about that. Tried to take that charge, doesn't get rewarded with the call there, but nice attempt anyway.
Millard, by the way, coming out of the ball game for Clayton Ridge, back in there for them, is going to be Mallory Dean. Inside 3 minutes to go here in our first half. Deers across the timeline to Eckelceder. And they are certainly aware of where Eckelceder is now, but she goes off a pick. Goes underneath in the lane to Deers. Shot from the left block, blocked into her hands. Put back shot, no good. That's blocked there by Deitmeyer. Meanwhile, they throw the outlet pass away. It goes back to Boriski. The shot, no good, but fouled. And how many times have the Vikings just jumped passing lanes here? Remember the days of fake a pass, make a pass?
Yeah, they're just telegraphing those passes, and the Vikings are just stepping right in front of them, making things a little easy.
So Boriski has 2. Free throw, it is good. The positive news for Boriski is she's got a chance to work on that free throw shooting to up that percentage tonight.
Yeah, she was 1 of 5 in the first quarter. She's 3 of 3 right now.
And 3 of 4. Nope, it slides over the rim. Yeah. 4 of 4. So, yeah, she's shooting about the same percentage, but improving as the game goes on. 57-14. Backcourt area to, again, Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer throws it ahead. It's deflected by Schilling, but into the hands of Mallory Dean. Willett-Gow drives left side, middle of the lane. That's Helly. Shot facing the basket. 8 feet away. It is good. Good things happen when the Eagles get the ball into the lane.
Yeah, they can find Helly. Even if she's not open, she's finding other girls that can knock down shots, and they're having some positives there.
Eckelceder now drives, kicks it in the corner to Deers. Baseline 18-footer, aired it out. Buriski, weak side rebound, misses the putback. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Smith, but Smith has it knocked away from behind. However, it goes into the hands of Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer, top of the key. Smith, deep three. Shot no good. Step behind the arc right side. It goes out of bounds. And the ball goes back to the Vikings. Substitutions as Whitman back in. Schilling checks out for the Vikings. Meanwhile, Schmeeler back into the ball game. And checking out for them is Deitmeyer. Inside 2 minutes left here in our first half.
And it looks like Clayton Ridge going to girl-to-girl defense here, going to change it up a little bit.
And left side, it is again Hofer in the lane to Buriski. Buriski gets to the right side of the basket, but misses the layup. Rebound deflected out of there, goes into the hands of Mallory Dean, and it is the Eagles with possession. Dean on top, Willett Gaw in the lane. They get it to Helly. Shot from the left block, fouled by Eckelceder. Shot was short, but again, now there's some spacing down there, and Helly to the free throw line for two.
Well, we talked about they're able to beat the pressure, and when they do, they look to attack as they can, and they got it to the lane that time. Helly squared up, tried to take that shot, got fouled, so going to get a couple of free throws here, and you'd like to see that out of your freshman post.
Yep, the left-handed touch. That one is long. It hit off the back of the rim. We mentioned Clayton Ridge has Turkey Valley at home tomorrow night. So, again, that's going to really step up a notch because Turkey Valley is a team that is ranked in Class 1A. Second free throw good, 40-point lead for Edco. Then they have Central in the rivalry game Friday night. They got a couple of games next week, though. Riceville only has 2 wins, and West Central, of course, is winless. Meanwhile, there's a foul here, and that's the 5th foul on Clayton Ridge as Schmeeler fouled Eckelceder. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. And, again, it's 57-17. But surviving this week is what it's all about. It'll get easier here, but again, they're kind of concerned about themselves at this point of the season as Eckelceder's free throw is good.
That's the thing. They want to keep working on themselves. You know, that self-improvement, baby steps. You know, let's get this better. Let's work on this. They're looking long-term with some of these girls.
Second free throw popped in and out. It's no good. Willett Gaw has the ball. Bounced to her in the middle of the lane. Vikings back in the offensive end to Schmeeler. Schmeeler drives on the wing, 15-footer, banks it in. Kiss off the glass from the right side. Not quite on the wing, but in between that and the baseline. Take it any way you can get it in a better second quarter for the Eagles offensively.
That's a tough horse shot sometimes, using that bank off the short wing.
Deers in the offensive end, and there is another foul with 1:06 to go in the second quarter. So if you're Clayton Ridge, you're down by 39 right now. Couple of baskets, get a couple of stops, you might get it below 35 in the half. Free throw, it is good, but that looks less and less likely as Deers hits the free throw.
And that's one of those things, yes, it's there, and yes, you have to address it, but in the same token, you got to work on what you can work on, play within yourselves, and work on that improvement.
Second free throw, it is good by Deers, 60-19. A minute to go first half, ahead to Helly. That ball thrown away, but knocked by Eckelceder as Helly did not realize the ball was coming ahead until late. And the Eagles catch a break with a 1:02 to go, actually, in our first half. Schmeeler takes it inbounds near side to Willett Gaw. Back to Schmeeler. Schmeeler on top. That's Mallory Dean. Right side to Sodawasser. Back over, and it's intercepted by Hofer. Here's a fast break. Hofer drives in left side. Layup, it's up and in. Took it the length of the court. 62-19. And here's Hofer stealing the inbounds pass, then fouled on the drive in. So the foul's on the floor. It's 2 shots anyway. But again, McKenna Hofer staying down there defensively.
Yeah, just hanging around and waiting for that lazy pass. And as you said, they're not giving any kind of fakes or lookaways. They're looking right at their pass, making a good, strong pass, but head coach just stepping right in the passing lane.
McKenna Hofer to the free throw line for 2. So the Vikings living large at the line in this ball game.
Yeah, especially the second quarter, knocking down free throws. And, I think Clayton Ridge realized there's going to be a lot of pressure, but putting them on the line, they're stepping up and knocking down the shots.
Sodawasser and Willett Gaw check out. Hofer's second free throw, it is good. Into the game for the Eagles is number 22. That is once again Deitmeyer back in along with Millard. Meanwhile, in the backcourt, the pass knocked out of bounds on the Clayton Ridge bench, and it will go back there to the Eagles. So it's 64-19 now our score. And the Vikings have cooled off to the tune that they've only scored 26 points this quarter after scoring 38 in the opening quarter. Reach-in foul by McKenna Hofer, and that will put Millard to the free throw line for 2 as the foul parade continues here in the second quarter.
Well, and the one thing we haven't talked about this is a trophy game. There is a Turkey River Cup up for grabs between these two teams. And right now, Edco looks like they're going to hold on to that trophy.
Free throw on its way by Millard. It is no good. Yes, well on their way to holding on. You guys do this for baseball? You play Clayton Ridge Central baseball.
We haven't, but we should.
Maybe in softball they should do that?
Yeah, they're talking about maybe getting that in more sports. So, yeah, we may have a Turkey Cup this summer.
And a free throw on its way by Millard. That free throw there is off the back of the rim. They come up empty. Plus, you can include Central. They're in the heart of the Turkey River.
Well, we all kind of meet down in Garber, so it's, right where the Turkey River's at.
Which goes back to saying no matter where you go in life, everybody's got a little Garber in them. Meanwhile, Boriski drives right side, scores the layup. And again, the Edco offense just clicking in all cylinders. 18 seconds to go here in our half. Millard across the timeline. Nice pass, but a low pass to Helly, who's able to pick it up. Shot from the left block, aired it out long. Rebound picked up there. They go back in the middle of the lane. Millard's shot, it is up, but no good with 6 seconds to go, but she was fouled. Millard goes to the free throw line for 2. So again, it is 66-19. We knew that Edco was heavily favored in this ball game, but the Vikings have been a different team since the break.
Yeah, they've played really well, in game in, night out, even on losing affairs. Just they've been playing so much better since the break.
Millard makes the free throw. A much better second quarter for Clayton Ridge here offensively. That's been a positive. Second free throw on its way there by Millard. That free throw is good. Makes them both 66-21. Sideline, they get it in the offensive end to Smeltzer. 3 seconds to go. Smeltzer gets to half court. They try to throw it in the lane. It's intercepted by Millard, and that's how the first half comes to an end. And they're going to call a foul. Millard was fouled right before the horn as she stole the pass. And Millard will go to the free throw line there for 2. So there's no time on the clock, and the Eagles will get a chance to add a point or 2 here before the end of our first half. So Millard all alone to the free throw line. Again, we'll have a moving clock second half. Millard's free throw, it is no good. Edco has Calamus-Wheatland tomorrow night, but then Maquoketa Valley. So they want to keep their run going as they head to Mac Valley Friday night. Millard missed the first free throw. Second free throw, no good off the back of the rim. And that's how the first half comes to an end. But Edco, with the clock moving into second half, in control, 66-21. First half stats coming up next.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Viking Eagles basketball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Northeast Iowa Sub-Drains in Strawberry Point. Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo. Bender's Foods in Guttenberg. Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Edco leads at the half 66-21. They led 38-7 at the end of the first quarter, scoring Clayton Ridge 28-13 in the second quarter. We're joined again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals. And for Edco, Lily Bariski and Rachel Eckelceder have great game stats, and we're only at the half.
Yeah, you look at totals for the Vikings. Lily Bariski, 28 points. Rachel Eckelceder, 28 points. McKenna Hofer with 4, Addie Smeltzer with 2, Kendall Whitman with 2, and Josie Deers with 2. But you look at their shooting, and they shot 59% in the first half. Only had 4 turnovers, so things are going well all the way around. But they were 9 of 17 from three-point land. That's 53%. 14 of 22 from inside. That's 64%. 10 of 15. That's 67%. And remember, they started out 1 for 5, so that has improved tremendously.
Yeah, so again, you just have to shake your head at that offensive performance. For Clayton Ridge, this is what you feared in the ball game, is that you'd catch Edco full steam ahead, and that has been the case. But the Eagles, something to build off of, a team that only averages about 27 points a ball game. They've got 20 at the half, had a better second quarter, scoring 13 points there. Let's go to the totals. Adeline Helly, much involved for them.
Yeah, Adeline Helly has 13 points, so the freshman leading the way for him. Kamaya Millard with 4, Sophia Schmealer with 2 points, and Mallory Dean with 2 points. They shot 29%, which is above their average. Didn't hit any three-pointers, so 8 of 21 from the field otherwise for 38%. Only 5 of 14 from the free throw line, 36%, right about their average, and 18 turnovers. And we've talked about that's been just something they've been working on all year long.
Yeah, it's a problem. Again, they've averaged over 30 turnovers a ball game, and that has, for them, takes you away from anything you're trying to do. I mean, there's just no easy way to say it there. And for Edco, it led for a number of fast break opportunities. And when you play a team like Edco, you're so concerned about Eckelceder and Bariski, but they have had basically the ability to do whatever they want out there.
They have. You know, defensively, you give all the props to the girls that are scoring the points. You know, that's the box score. That's what you look at. But that defense that they were playing, and it was all 5 of them. They were in the backcourt causing turnovers, tipped balls, steals when it comes into the front court. All of that goes with this. So this is definitely a team, even though those 2 girls get a lot of the recognition for the scoring.
Pee Wee basketball being played here at the half, and it's 66-21. Edco leads Clayton Ridge. We'll talk about our boys game coming up a little bit later on, and second half action coming up after this.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and the Loena Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Again, our score 66-21. Edco leads Clayton Ridge at the half. Again, no other games to follow tonight as the MFL Marmac Northland girls game, and that's a nice non-conference game. That game postponed until Thursday night. Again, the MFL Marmac girls, by the way, a team that defeated Edco earlier this season. Our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight, and they've played some really good ball games the last few years. The Edco boys quietly 8-5 overall. Clayton Ridge boys, an experienced team, they're 5-8, and the Eagles coming away from their big school conference foes. They face nothing but small school foes the rest of the way. And let's talk about our boys matchup coming up later on tonight.
Well, you look at that Edco team and you go 8-5, 3-3 in the conference. They're fourth. But the team that's leading the conference, Maquoketa Valley, that's on their side, only has 10 wins. So they're right on pace with wins. They're just having a hard time with conference games. But you said it. These two teams and the boys' side have had great matchups over the years. I think this Turkey River Cup is a great thing for that matchup, just to add a little extra dimension to it. But I think it's going to be a defensive battle in which team can out-hustle the other team.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, again, both those teams offensively. Edco averages 50 points a ball game. Clayton Ridge at 43. You can see that being played right in that range.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to play where that game should be played, and defensively, both teams are going to have a blast.
Here's what's odd here tonight. The Pee Wee basketball game got to play for 9.5 minutes of halftime. Clayton Ridge and Edco girls both came out of the half with about 30 seconds. So we're going to start the second half without anybody warming up.
Yeah, nobody warmed up, but we saw Edco was pretty hot to start that first half. Maybe they've cooled down. Maybe they just didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Let's just keep shooting.
All right, Edco's basketball. They'll start the starting five out there to start the second half. It'll be Smeltzer, Eva Hofer, McKenna Hofer, Boriski, and Eccleseder. For Clayton Ridge, same starting five. Helly, Millard, also out there as well. You have Sarah Zua, Smith, and Sodowasser. And the second half underway with a moving clock. Right side with the basketball, Eva Hofer on top. And goes baseline, Smeltzer at the right block, back to Boriski. Turns, shot blocked by Helly. Rebound slapped out of there, but tracked down in the corner by Smeltzer. Back right side, Hofer on the wing, 15-footer, shot no good. Millard gets the rebound. So we'll see how long Edco will go here as far as starter-wise this second half. They look to me like they've called off the press as Helly gets it in the lane. Nice post-up shot up and in. So again, getting her good looks in the lane and finishing through.
Yeah, they call off the press, but Clayton Ridge going to put a little pressure of their own, force them to handle it full court. Probably a good choice.
Left side, Eccleseder wide open. Left side for three. Got it again. Hit 9 in the first half. There's number 10, 69-23.
Yeah, she continues to just shoot hot lights out.
And back across the timeline in the lane. Helly now double team, but a reach-in foul over top there by Eccleseder. This for Edco is a good opportunity to work against a post player here that's got a size advantage. It doesn't happen much.
It doesn't, and they need to figure out how to defend the team that's got a good post, a tall post, someone who's able to knock down shots.
Sodowasser on the inbounds. Free throw line, Sarah Zua, 15-footer, short. Goes out of bounds, missed the rim and the net on the left side, and the ball goes back there to Edgewood Colesburg. Into the game is Schmeeler back in there for Clayton Ridge. Sophia Schmeeler and Sarah Zua checks out. Correction there, it's actually Sodawasser that checked out. Meanwhile, Edco beats the pressure. Boriski wants to drive in, goes right side. The shot, it is no good. Altered there by Helly. Too much oomph on it there from Boriski. Millard back in the offensive end, leads it to Sarazua. Shot hit underneath the backboard. She was too far along the baseline, and the ball goes back there to Edco. So 6 minutes left in a fast-moving third quarter so far. And again, Edco. Left side, Eccleseder, top of the key for a three. That shot no good. Missed it to the right. And again, Helly gets the rebound.
When you're shooting like that, you got to have a heat check once in a while.
So at this point, Eccleseder may be trying to put the record way out of reach of anybody.
Way out of reach, because she was right there in the first quarter.
Sarazua on the wing, 15-footer, grazed the bottom of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Edgewood Colesburg. So, again, you don't expect Edco to put up 66 points in this second half, but Eccleseder's the only shot they've gotten out of their, 4 trips down the court?
She's the only one to make a shot.
Make a shot, yeah. So McKenna Hofer to Boriski. Boriski brings it left side. Back out on top to Ava Hofer. Left side to McKenna Hofer. In the lane, Boriski spins, takes a tough shot, leaning to the left.
Why not?
With the right hand over her shoulder. And the shot is good, an acrobatic shot.
Yeah, kind of turning into your shooting hand, fade away, and that's tough.
In the lane, they throw it over top, looking for Helly. Had the right idea, but the pass from Millard is too high and got away. Did not have an opportunity to get it. The ball goes back there to the Vikings.
There's some pressure continued by Clayton Ridge, trying to slow the ball down.
And across the timeline is Boriski. And again, it is getting back offensively. Right side, McKenna Hofer intercepted the pass right to Smith, and then a foul committed by Addie Smeltzer. It looks to me like Clayton Ridge may be making sure they're covering Eccleseder and Boriski a little more this second half.
I think so. I can't quite tell if it's a true triangle and two, but they definitely have a chaser on Eccleseder, and they have someone just spying on Boriski.
Sarazua drives in, pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer, shot no good. Millard the rebound, but that putback goes off the back of the rim. McKenna Hofer tied up underneath with Helly along with Sarazua. It is a jump ball, and it stays down here. So we talked about seeing subs in this ball game, but remember, many of these JV kids got to go over to the other gym and play.
Yeah, they're playing JV boys right now, and then the JV girls is at the conclusion of this one.
Helly has the ball, tried to outlet it there, and the ball knocked away there by Ava Hofer in front of the Clayton Ridge bench. And again, that's the change we've talked about a couple of times this year with basketball games, is the fact that it's no longer keeping track of quarters. In the lane, Schmeeler. Again, dig down, loose ball in the court, and we've got 4 girls, actually 3 on the floor. And Hofer, Helly, good hustle by both those girls. Smeltzer reaching in there too, but the jump ball gives it to Edgewood Colesburg. It's about now competitions, right?
It is. It's about events. They tell how many events they have. So, this is an event. If they play in that JV game, that's a different event. So they get a certain number of those.
Addie Smeltzer open, top of the key for a 3, popped in and out, had a good look. And Helly clears the rebound off the left as we approach the 3-minute mark. Millard catches it, middle of the lane, pulls up, 8-foot shot, blocked by Eccleseder, who tipped it then to McKenna Hofer. And the Vikings there getting a defensive stop. Back offensively, right side to Ava Hofer. Has the ball, actually Smeltzer has it knocked away. Good defense by Smith, goes out of bounds. And I've always said this, it's one thing to have a turnover, it's another thing to have a turnover and the ball end up in your head coach's hand.
Yeah, it was right in front of the bench and ended up right in their hands. Give the ball back here to the Eagles. They're going to reset the half court.
Right side, Millard. Millard drives baseline, takes a step, takes a little 5-foot floater from the right side up and in. Nice drive by Millard. Got a step on her defender. 71-25 here in the third.
Well, continuous clock, but the shooting, the heat has definitely backed off a little bit. Both teams a little colder shooting.
And driving in the lane, Boriski forces up the shot in traffic with 2 defenders. Kind of puts her hand to the mouth like, oh my God, that went in.
It went in. Yeah, that was a tough shot. Got a piece of it with the defender.
Crawled over the rim. They try to go into Helly, but Eccleseder reads it, fronting the post, steals it away at the 2-minute mark of our third quarter with the clock moving, and it has hardly stopped here in this second half. Haven't had any free throw shooting. So I think both these teams want to get to the JV game, at least those kids. Eccleseder off a pick, top of the key for a 3. Oh, it's illegal an offensive foul. McKenna Hofer called for an illegal screen that time. Eccleseder splashed in another 3, but it's waved off instead.
Yeah, they were looking for Eggleseder here, an ISO at the top of the key, and she drained it, but they're going to say a moving screen there on McKenna Hofer.
Whitman into the game. Smeltzer checks out. 90 seconds left here in our third quarter. Back left side, they look to go now with in the lane to Miller, but it's knocked away. Again, that's Whitman right off the bench with a good reach in and just jumped the passing lane there, and it comes back to the Vikings. McKenna Hofer gets the feed from Ava Hofer. And Sarah Zua back out on top. Eggleseder, top of the key for 3. Blocked by Smith, who fought through a pick. And here back into the offensive end is Clayton Ridge. Miller drives baseline, loses the handle on it. Picked up by McKenna Hofer. Just drove into some traffic there. A minute to go here in our lightning quick third quarter.
Yeah, this quarter, we had a stoppage of play other than a couple of balls out of bounds. Otherwise, it's been pretty continuous.
They throw it over top of the defense. McKenna Hofer to Boriski. Post-up shot from the right block. It's up and in. I think the Coach Putz is going to be pleased with how this group finishes the night.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll see any of these girls probably in that fourth quarter, maybe mixed in, but we're going to probably see more bench play.
Sarah Zuda Smith in the lane. Helly, middle of the lane, takes the shot, no good, but fouled. And the foul there is on Whitman with 35 seconds to go. Our clock will stop here. And the Eagles able to get the ball to Helly, and one-on-one there. That's to their advantage.
Well, that's what they've been trying to do, and they did that well in the first half. Helly shot much better in the second quarter, but she's going to have to hit free throws and work with some pressure because she's going to garner a lot of attention on the defensive end.
And again, Helly, and this not bad at all for a freshman, 56% from the line as Sirazua checks out, and Mallory Dean into the game. Free throw on its way by Helly. Second one rimmed out there, actually missed it off the back of the rim. And 30 seconds to go. Back in the offensive end, they go to Eggleseder. That pass overshot. She was down in the right corner there. And the sailed on her. The ball goes back to the Eagles. Clock continues to move. 20 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Inbounds in the backcourt area. Schmeeler across the timeline. Eagles can get the final shot if they choose. Schmeeler throws it away. Right side intercepted by Eggleseder. Turnovers continue to be an issue. Now the Vikings can work for one, but 5 seconds left. Better hurry. McKenna Hofer on top. Ava Hofer wide open for 3. Top of the key. Leaves it long. Helly the rebound. Third quarter comes to an end. Vikings 50-point lead on their way. 75-25 as we go to the fourth.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. And Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. Edco outscoring Clayton Ridge 9-5 in that third quarter. It is the Vikings basketball, and Edco has went to the bench. And it for Clayton Ridge will be Schmeeler, also out there Smith, and they have Mallory Dean, Helly out there as well. Meanwhile, and Millard out there. So four of the starting 5 back on there at the court for Clayton Ridge. Meanwhile, Deers back into the ball game for Edco. Also in there is number 32 into the ball game, and that is going to be Bella Batten. And they go right side. They get it in the lane.
Schilling.
Shot by Schilling just off the back of the rim. No good. Helly gets the rebound. Alyssa Meyer, a sophomore, into the ball game. Also in there as well there is we have number 24, and that, of course, is going to be Bristol Culper. I believe we got all 5 out there.
I think so.
And fourth quarter underway. And this group continues to play 2-3 zone. They try to go in the lane to Helly, deflected out of there. Back left side in the lane. Helly gets it on the left block. Post-up shot, leaves it short. Good straight-up defense there by Meyer. And the Vikings get the rebound. So what was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Vikings, they were 3 of 10, didn't shoot a free throw. For the Eagles, they were 2 of 8, and they did not make any free throws.
Schilling got the ball on the right block, but just missed it off the back of the rim. And it is again now Clayton Ridge in the offensive end. And Smith fires up a 3 left side shot, no good. Wedged it between the rim and backboard. Loose ball in the court, and it is Meyer pulling it away out of everybody. And the Vikings come back into the offensive end with Deers. It's senior night tonight at Edco. We'll actually have that in between ball games tonight. Meyer, high post area, throws it over top. The pass too high for Schilling, who's able to get back and saves it right side on the wing. The three-pointer by Culper grazed the bottom of the right side of the rim there, left it short. And back into the offensive end is Clayton Ridge. Helly ahead of the pack. Gets it on the right block. Post-up shot, no good, but fouled by Meyer. Helly goes to the free throw line for 2. And for Clayton Ridge, second quarter, better offensively. Had a moving clock in the third quarter, but you know what they want to do offensively.
Well, and we talked about Edco having some practice against, a taller post, and Alyssa Meyer's got a little bit of height in there, and she's used to, pushing around. So this is a good matchup for her, being that she's going to have to play against Helly for the next 4 years.
Yeah, free throw there. It is no good. And Edco, again, with senior night, what do they have, I think 12 seniors total?
They got a ton of seniors, so it's going to take a little bit.
Second free throw good after Helly missed the first one, makes the second one. And at the 6-minute mark of our fourth quarter, it's 75-26. Across the timeline is Deers. 1-3-1, by the way, here. What it appears to be for Clayton Ridge. And Culper in the lane to Schilling. Catches it on the right block. Kicked it back to Culper. Culper right side for 3. Got it right off the bench. Culper hits a 3-pointer for the Vikings. Everybody joining the party, and it's 78-26. Millard has a lane to the basket. Pulls up a little 5-foot shot. It is short. Rebound deflected into the hands of Schilling. So here we go down the stretch. And it is again Edco being patient on offense. Deers left side. See if they get some other kids involved. Meyer has the ball go in and out of her hands as they look for her in the lane. Loose ball picked up by Schmeeler. Back ahead, Mallory Dean drives in. Right-handed layup, no good, but fouled on the drive in by Culper. Second foul on Edco. Let's see if we can stay out of the bonus here in the fourth, huh?
Well, I think with the continuous clock, it's going to be tough to get into that bonus, but we'll see what happens here. Got to play clean here and just move your feet on defense.
Let's see how deep Clayton Ridge decides to go into their bench. As the free throw by Mallory Dean, it is short, grazed the bottom of the net. Checking out is Millard. Also coming out of the ballgame will be Schmeeler. Willett Gall, by the way, checked into the game as well moments ago. As Dykemeyer comes back into the game, Sarah Zua in there as well. Second free throw by Dean. It is good, 1 of 2. And it's 78-27 as our clock picks up once again. So the Vikings will win their 6th game in a row, heading to Calamus-Wheatland tomorrow night. So this was a best-case scenario for them. Schilling on the right block. Post-up shot, no good, but fouled. Schilling to the free throw line for 2. You got a chance to grab control early. Everybody gets to rest. You've got to go on the road tomorrow night.
A long road trip tomorrow night down to Cal Wheat. So, get them some rest, and hopefully they're strong and ready to play tomorrow night.
Free throw by Schilling. It is no good. Our clock stops, by the way, every time we go to the free throw line, or should there be a timeout. By the way, we've only had one timeout taken.
That was early, wasn't
it? At this point, again, we may see a timeout to get subs in. That could be it. Free throw, no good. Meyer, the rebound, put back, missed it in the middle of the lane. And the rebound pulled down there by Helly, and then a reach-in foul by, again, Meyer. By the way, that's the 3rd foul for Edco.
Yeah, we don't want to get into foul trouble.
We're heading for it.
We're getting there.
Yep, as we got subs to finish this ball game out. At least for Edco anyway. And left side, Willett Gaw in the corner to Dean. Takes a 3, left side, aired it out. Helly, good read, gets the rebound. Feeds it back to Sarazua, but misses the layup. Meyer clears it middle of the lane. Deers will walk it in the offensive end. Vikings just being patient here. You mentioned these are some of the girls that are going to have to play bigger roles next year. As the ball knocked away at center court by Mallory Dean, it stays down here with Edco. But this, for Edco, you're looking at what you have for seniors. It starts with Boriski and Eckelceder.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Those two off the court. Abigail Schilling's out there. She's a junior. She missed a year with that knee injury, so she's just getting back into the swing of things. But there's somebody you can maybe lean on in the post.
And McKenna Hofer, by the way, is the other senior that Edco has.
Who does a lot of those intangibles that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Schilling on top, free throw line. Meyer, 15-footer shot, no good. They missed the free throw there, by the way.
They did.
Yeah, and back in the offensive end, the ball thrown away, picked up there by Edco. Back to Culper. Culper brings it across the timeline. Stops and feeds it right side to Deers, who has to pull up her sock, it appeared. Deers in the lane to Schilling. She's got post-up position, leaves it short, gets her own rebound. No, she could not hang on to it. It's tracked down by Schilling in the corner, who tried to save it, tumbles to the court. Coach Putz trying to take a timeout to save possession. How about that?
Trying, but alas, the ball's going to trickle out, and our clock's going to continue to run here.
And we approach the 3-minute mark. Mallory Dean checks out. Sodawasser comes back into the ball game. So we'll keep it right here after the conclusion of this game. Meanwhile, in the lane, Millard shot. It is no good. Long rebound picked up by Sarazua. Millard just checked back in and checked in for Helly. And Sarazua trapped, needs some help, and goes on top to Willett Gaw. And now a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge with 2:57 to go. That's our second timeout taken. 78-27. Should be back with the finish after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
2:57 to go in our fourth quarter, and Edco going a little further into the bench. Deer stays in, everybody else out. Into the game is number 20, Faith Kirby. That is a freshman into the game. Also in there as well for them will be number 50 into the game and number 54 as Millard hits a shot middle of the lane. Number 50 is Natalie Voss, who is a sophomore, and also number 54 into the game, Alexis Wessels, who is a freshman, 52. And 52 into the ball game in Caitlin Closer. So everybody getting to play. They've cleared the bench, I believe, in this ball game tonight. Maybe one sub left on the bench, but Vikings turn it over. Back to Millard in the offensive end. Free throw line, jump shot there by Avery Dean. Her first appearance, actually, correction, Deitmeyer was 22. Deitmeyer got an open look at the free throw line, missed the shot. And back into the offensive end is the Vikings, who again will just kind of spread the court here, won't they, with this team?
Yeah, they're going to spread it out, look for the open girl, maybe get a shot attempt here, or maybe a cutter to the layup.
Deers. And they'll work it in the corner now. They're looking into the lane. They're looking for Closter, but the ball is knocked away. And Closer, I should say. The ball knocked away and picked up by Willett Gaw as the Vikings bring it back into the offensive end. Sarazua, right side to Deitmeyer. Deitmeyer looking to Millard, who kicks it right side to Sodawasser. Foot on the line for three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Let's keep it down here with Clayton Ridge. And we may not get to the bonus. 90 seconds to go. 3 fouls on Edco.
Yeah, just got to keep playing straight-up defense here, and they've done better. They're sitting in this 2-3 zone and trying to take away those cutters.
And here's Sarazua on the baseline on the inbounds. Back over, top of the key. Deitmeyer open for three. Got it! Deitmeyer with a three-pointer open look. Nailed it from the top of the key. 78-32 here in the fourth. And across the timeline again is Deers. Deers, high post area, working with Closer. Closer feeds it back to number 20, and again, that is going to be Kirby. Kirby to Deers, baseline 15-footer, grazed the side of the backboard. It's no good. We've got a jump ball on the court. It'll stay down here. Good hustle by Willett Gaw, also their Closer for Edco. And yes, Edco has now cleared the bench. Number 43 into the ball game.
Morelli Cipriano.
Cipriano into the ball game, a sophomore into the game for the Vikings. Let's see if they can get some of these subs in the scoring column here. And inbounds, they get it to Closer. Actually, correction there. The shot offered there by Wessels. It is no good, left it short. Millard gets the rebound. She's going to beat everybody down the court and score the right-handed layup. So the Eagles only averaging about 25 points a ball game, 26 points a ball game. 34 tonight, better night for them offensively. As we're inside 20 seconds to go, the shot clock is off. Edco can let the clock again wind down if they want, as Sarazua knocks it out of bounds with 15 seconds to go. So one more opportunity for the Vikings perhaps. Inbounds, they get it to Wessels. Wessels back over to, once again, Voss. Voss hands it back, and dribbling the ball around is Kirby. Kirby's going to hold the basketball, and the game comes to an end. The Vikings came out and put up 38 points in the opening quarter. They burned the nets in the first half, and they win easily. Edco winning their 6th in a row by a final score over Clayton Ridge of 78-34. With the win, the Vikings 10-5. Eagles fall to 1-12. When we return, well, let's actually keep it right here, because it is senior night here at Edgewood Colesburg, and we're going to actually be sending that over in just a few seconds here to our public address announcer, and that will be once again Alex Hanna is going to be doing our announcing here. And the good news is Alex is up here to do the announcing for this senior night here tonight. And they're going to give him a few minutes here, I think. And yep, they had to wait for some of the senior girls, obviously. They went through the line there, telling everybody good game, stuff like that. I know you're busy putting up the totals in this ball game. It was 66-20 at the half. Edco led 38-7 at the end of one. They outscored Clayton Ridge 28-13 in the second half, in the second quarter, I should say. Then 9-5 in the third quarter, and Edco only scored 3 points in the fourth quarter, and Clayton Ridge outscoring them 9-3 in the final quarter. You can go through the individual totals while you got a chance. Go ahead.
Lily Brisky finishes with 34 points. Rachel Eggleseder with 31. McKenna Hofer with 4. We had that 3 put up by Bristol Culper. 2 points for Josie Deers, 2 points for Kendall Whitman, and 2 points for Addie Smeltzer. So there is your 78 points for the Vikings. For the Clayton Ridge Eagles, they were led by Adeline Helly with 16 points. Kamaya Millard finishes with 10 points, 3 points for Kinley Deitmeyer, 3 points for Mallory Dean, and 2 points for Sophia Schmealer.
All right, and again, for Edco, it was just the start of this ball game, just draining everything. What a shooting quarter and half for, once again, Edco in this ball game. Came out firing in all cylinders.
Yeah, just shooting lights out, and just impressive first quarter, and didn't really look back. 38 in the first, 28 in the second. Obviously a little less in the second half, but you got to cool down at some point.
Let's go with Alex Hanna, courtside now.
The boys are coached by Justin Oland, assisted by Rob Fankhauser, Corey and Connor Putz. Our first senior, Carter Batten. Carter's accompanied by his parents, Christy and Sam Batten. Carter's involved in football, basketball, track, and FFA. His favorite memory from basketball was when Will Wiskus tried lifting up Price to dunk and he was too heavy and dropped him. His future plans are to start a ranch with Christopher in Wyoming. Give him a hand. Our second senior, Landon Campbell. Landon's the son of Luke and Laura Brady. Landon was active in football, basketball, golf, track managing, and FBLA. Landon's favorite memory from basketball is bus rides to away games. His future plans are to attend UNI for finance. Up next, Cale Helmricks. Cale's accompanied by his mother, Felicia Dugan. Cale's active in cross-country, track, Yoda, art club, large group, and individual speech, theater, and FBLA. His favorite memory from basketball season is exploring the schools with his friends during away games. His plans are in the future to attend a 4-year college, get a master's degree to become a social worker. Up next, Billy Hoffman. Bill is accompanied by his mother, Annette Hoffman. Billy was active in football and basketball. His favorite memory is hanging with the boys during the season, and his future plans are undecided at this time. Your next senior is Carson Ingalls. Carson's accompanied by Stephanie and David Ingalls. His activities in high school involve football, basketball, and track. His favorite memory from basketball was pulling floaters in practice with his broken wrists and telling everybody they got chinged on. His future plans are to attend UNI for physical therapy. Up next is Christopher Lang. Christopher is accompanied by Andrew and Jenny Lang. He was active in football, basketball, and track in high school. His favorite memory from basketball is when Carter broke Price's ankles, got Price mad, and made everybody stay for an hour after practice to scrimmage until he would win. Christopher plans to play football at Wartburg College next year and get an exercise science degree. Your next senior, McCoy Oland. McCoy is the son of Justin and Jill Oland. McCoy's been active in basketball, cross country, scouts, and NHS. His favorite memory is watching Landon hype himself up before a basketball game by headbutting a basketball. McCoy's future plans are undecided at this time. Your next senior is Bryce Stannard. He's accompanied by Susan Stannard and Chris Kirby. He was active in basketball and track. His favorite memory from basketball season is watching Dakota Hammond stack basketballs on top of each other and then having Kane Oland walk over and knock them down in the middle of practice. His future plans are to join the Marines and become an equipment operator and a truck driver. And your last boys senior on the team is Nick Eulenkamp. Nick is accompanied by Brian and Kelly Eulenkamp. He's been active in basketball and baseball. His favorite memory from basketball season is playing ball with the seniors before school starts. Nick's future plans are to join the Marines and become an aviation mechanic. And we're going to move on to the girls now. The girls are coached by Steve Putz and assisted by Brooks Eggleseder. Your first senior, Lily Boriski. Lily is accompanied by Kara and Troy Boriski. Activities in high school include volleyball, basketball, track, art club, NHS, student council, large group speech, individual speech, play, musical, band, and choir. That's about all of them. Favorite memory from basketball season is sweeping Mac Valley their sophomore year. Her future plans are to attend college for kinesiology and to play volleyball. Your next senior, Rachel Eckelceder. Rachel's accompanied by Brooks Eckelceder and Sarah Sage. Activities in high school include basketball, softball, track, FFA, and 4-H. Her favorite memory, she really enjoys pregame singing and dance battles from the locker room, but her favorite memory involves McKenna Hofer at a hotel with a water park where she almost drowned. The lifeguard was very questioning his life choices, it sounds like. Glad you made it, McKenna. Her future plans are continue her softball career and major in animal science. Your next senior is McKenna Hofer. McKenna is accompanied by Lisa and Jason Hofer. Her activities in high school include volleyball, basketball, golf, softball, and choir. Her favorite memory is when Ava took the ball out of bounds and threw it back to herself. If you're wondering if you can do that, you cannot. She also enjoys getting Stephen Brooks to say 6'7" to make Rachel mad. Next year, she plans to attend Loras College for social work and psychology, and she wants to play softball. And our final senior is Lauren Kirby. Lauren's accompanied by Wayne and Tammy Kirby. Activities in high school include volleyball, softball, golf, band, choir, large group and individual speech, art club, STEAM club, NHS, student council, musical, and play. Lauren's favorite memory from basketball season is when she connected the Bluetooth speakers from her phone to the gym at Prince of Peace during the game. Her future plans are to attend the University of Iowa and major in art. Let's give our seniors and their parents a big thank you for all the years that they've given to EDCO athletics and activities. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much there, Alexander. Great job as they celebrate senior night here at Edgewood Colesburg. You know, we don't get to participate in these all the time. It just depends when they do the seniors, but it worked out nice of us to be able to do this in between games tonight.
Well, and it's early, and yeah, I think it's still early in the season, but they're going to not have girl-boy home games here for the rest of the season, so a good night to get this done.
All right, so again, our girls' final tonight, it was 78-34. Edco victorious. We'll take a break. Chalk Talk for your boys' game coming up next.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank, we empower success.
It's time now for the Clayton Ridge Edgewood Colesburg boys game. The Eagle boys coming off a tough week against two of the big school teams in the conference, but this is an experienced team that figures to be ready for this rivalry matchup tonight. For Edgewood Colesburg, the Vikings have won 4 of 5 since the break, but they look to regroup after a tough outing against Beckman last week. It's time now for game number 2 with Clayton Ridge and Edco. The Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill the deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency. We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlake. Coach, your team dropping to 5-8. Decision there to a pretty salty New Hampton team, 63-40. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, their defensive pressure really gave us issues. They, whether it was turning us over, just forcing us into tough shots. We did, believe it or not, I think it was a season high in field goal attempts. I think we had 58 or 59 attempts. Unfortunately, only put 15 of them in. But no, guys played hard to the end. We had a nice run in the first quarter and a spurt in the second, but they just pull away, and we just weren't able to put enough points on the board.
All right, let's go through starting a lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yep, starting lineups, we'll go with, I believe we'll go with the same thing we had on Friday night, which was Gabe Cook, Seth Kragel, Tate Hager, Kath Norbrocken, and Casey Teasy. And we've been kind of mixing it up a little bit, but I think that's what we'll be going with for tonight.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, once again, kind of depending on the evening. I know Owen Brandt and Tate Armstrong have both played a little backup post, depending on the night, depending on matchups. Colton Hager's been kind of fighting an injury here, but I think he'll be going for us tonight. Ethan Backus has been in there two as well in the guard court, just depending on how the night goes and everything.
All right, turning our attention to Edgewood Colesburg, what do you know about the Vikings?
Yeah, I think their number one strength, which it has been for a few years here, is their defense. They're relentless. Whether it's they kind of mixed up, they'll go full court, 3/4 court, or half court. So they'll really go out and extend and want to pressure you. In our game last year, we controlled a good amount of the game, and in the fourth quarter, their pressure got to us. So our key for that, which will probably be your next question, is we got to fake passes and make passes, be composed, get it in the middle, and then hopefully get good looks from there and score against their pressure.
All right, some of the other keys on the defensive side.
Yeah, so offensive side here, I know it sounds simple, but we got to put the ball in the hoop. And I know that there's things, we've been trying to push a little more, see if we can get a little cheap buckets in those circumstances, and then trying to work inside out more. And we got to get to the rim more. We got to try to get to the line more. And with that, as I've kind of already said, we got to get the ball in the middle of their zone and get good looks from there.
All right, on the defensive side, what do you want to see?
Yeah, so they're not the strongest perimeter shooting team. They have, looking at their stats, we're hoping we can turn them over. That's based on our defensive pressure, regardless of what defense we're playing. But we're really hoping to create a few turnovers, and with them knowing they're trying to get the ball inside, we're going to hopefully be able to take that away and then rebound when the misses come.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spirschlag and his Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Choose skilled care to recover from your surgery or illness. Grace Bullman of Eitzen did, and she states, when I came into the hospital following surgery in La Crosse, the first thing I noticed was it seems like family. The whole unit was welcoming, kind, caring, and glad I was there. I felt peaceful, and with their help I knew that I would get back home again, which I did just 2 weeks later. The entire staff was encouraging and always gave the extra mile. Wherever you are, remember to ask for skilled care.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, your team now 8-5, a non-conference decision. You dropped to Beckman 64-30 last Thursday. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was one we were looking forward to. We know that they're going to play tough, physical, in-your-face, man-to-man defense, and they're going to be they were, high energy and really getting after us. And, it was took us a little while to kind of get used to it. They came out and socked us pretty good. But overall, we were trying to do a lot of good things. We continue to really work and, use it as, to improve ourselves, because it's kind of one of those games where you kind of a good measurement to see where we're at. And their physicality, and they just did a nice job of really taking us out of what we wanted to do and getting what they wanted. So, it was good lessons for us to, work on here as postseason's coming, to get ourselves in a better position defensively and both offensively. So it was it was a great game. Obviously we would like to have been a little closer, but hats off to them. They played really solid.
All right, let's go through a starting lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, so tonight I will be starting Jack Steger, Jaden Miller, Carson Ingalls at my guards, and then I will be starting Carter Batten and McCoy Olin at my post.
Some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, I'll be bringing in Bryce Saynard, Christopher Lang, Connor Balls, and there's, it's kind of senior night tonight, so hopefully all my seniors get a good chance to get in and get some good minutes tonight.
All right, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge, what do you know about the Eagles?
Yeah, so one of the most active 1-3-1s you'll see. They do a really nice job of moving in it and being aggressive with it. They've been playing some man-to-man as well, so we kind of have to be ready for some multiple defense out of them. They're going to be really scrappy. They're going to play extremely hard. We're really going to have to make sure that we limit our mistakes, and we're really going to try to keep the game up-tempo to keep them moving faster than they want to move. That really leads to some good things for us, like getting some run-outs off of turnovers and things like that.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hey, I appreciate it, Dan. It'll be great to see you guys.
You betcha. Edco basketball coach Justin Olin and his Viking team. The Chalk Talk continues after this. Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by The Edgewood Reminder, Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, Kendrick Forest Products, buyers of standing timber, Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, and Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg. Welcome back to Edgewood. Welcome back for game number 2 with Edco and Clayton Ridge. Our girls' final tonight. Edco impressive, winning by a final score of 78-34 as they win their 6th game in a row. Now it's time for the boys' turn with the Edco boys 8-5. Maybe a bit of a surprise in their Tri-Rivers Conference. Clayton Ridge with a record of 5-8. They come off a tough week there playing the big schools, getting them off the schedule. Let's talk about this matchup here, and what should be a good ball game.
It should be. Both these teams are going to be defense-oriented. Both these teams not afraid to run if they get a chance to. And you're going to see a lot of hustle. I think both ends of the court, guys getting after it. If you're the Eagles, ball security against this defense, and I think they need to find those second chance points. Get some scoring, second chance points, and defend.
Yeah, now, Clayton Ridge is a team that's led by Seth Krangle, averaging around 12 points a ball game. Then it's kind of scoring by committee. They got a number of guys averaging 5-6 points a ball game. Edco actually has the balanced scoring. Jack Stagger leads them at 14 points a ball game. Carter Batten and Jaden Miller are also in double figures.
Yeah, they're both hitting about 10 points a ball game. But, for the Vikings tonight, ball security, scoring, they can't go through a drought. They've had times where they've had 4 or 5 minutes of drought. They need to get those second chance points as well, and they got to try to win those 50-50 hustle plays. Coach Spursvoggy's kids are going to get hustle. Coach Olin's kids are going to hustle.
Yep, and they're playing for the Turkey River Cup, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Always more fun when you play for some hardware.
So, again, the winner of our ball game will get that tonight. We're moving right along with our ball game. Let's go courtside with our public address announcer, Kevin Ellsbury, with tonight's starting lineups here for game number 2. Take it away courtside now there, Kevin. Ready to go.
Welcome back to Edgewood Colesburg High School for this basketball game between the Eagles of Clayton Ridge and your Edco Vikings. For your boys' starting lineups, for the Eagles, number 12, Tate Hager. And for the Vikings, number 12, a senior, Bryce Stannard. For the Eagles, number 14, Kasten Oberbrockling. For the Vikings, number 14, a senior, Carter Batten. For the Eagles, number 21, Seth Craigle. And for the Vikings, number 20, a senior, Carson Ingalls. For the Eagles, number 30, Gabe Cook. And for the Vikings, number 34, a senior, Nick Eulenkamp. For the Eagles, number 34, Casey Teasy. And for the Vikings, number 50, a senior, McCoy Oland. The Eagles are coached by Kyle Spearsloggy and assisted by Chad Connolly and Michael Hinsman. The Vikings are coached by Justin Olin and assisted by Rob Fankhauser and Corey Putz and Connor Putz.
There we go. Starting lineups ready to go with game number 2 here tonight on KCTN with Edco and Clayton Ridge. And again, it's a busy week for both these teams, but for Edco, they've got 4 games this week. Here's night number 1.
Yeah, night number 1. Then they got to travel to Cal-Wheat tomorrow night. Then they play MV, who's on top of their side of the conference right now.
And that's at Maquoketa Valley, by the way.
At Maquoketa Valley. And then Saturday they play EB at the Upper Iowa, the shootout. So busy week.
All right. And meanwhile, the Eagles return tomorrow night to action. They play, by the way, home with Turkey Valley and then home with Central Friday night. The good news is for the Eagles, they'll be home. So senior starting lineup for Edco. Eagles with the basketball against Edco's 2-3 zone. Teasy, right elbow, tried to go right side, the pass deflected, and it's picked up by Edco. It was deflected there by Ingalls. So Ingalls in the offensive end. Clayton Ridge will come out and play that 1-3-1, and Gabe Cook in that role. Right side, Batten has a lane to the basket, gets to the right side, lays it up and in. Good ball reversal by the Vikings, and they strike first.
Yeah, able to get the turnover and then score off of it. And a little light pressure here, a three-quarter court.
Craigle, backside in the offensive end, goes to Cook. Cook looking for Teasy in the lane, overshoots him, but picked up by Hager. Back over to Craigle. Craigle gets to the basket, but stripped on the way in. Loose ball picked up by the Vikings. So a couple of turnovers there by the once again, should say by the Eagles. Meanwhile, ahead of the pack, we get back to action. McCoy Olin on the feed from Batten, and it slides over the rim off the right side. 4-0 Edco, the early lead. Craigle, middle of the lane, covered, and the ball knocked away again. 3 trips, 3 turnovers. Batten drives in, the Euro step, and it's knocked out of bounds there as Hager defensively did a good job. It stays down here with the Vikings. So again, this is not your normal starting 5 for Edco in this game tonight.
It's not. That's not your typical 5 starters, but they're still getting after it, getting turnovers, and getting buckets off of those turnovers.
Olin to left side to Batten. Batten tried to go along the baseline, and it's intercepted there by Teasy. Eagles will certainly run if they get a chance. Tate Hager, high post area, Oberbreckling. Swings it left side to Craigle. Craigle, right side to Tate Hager, and near the right wing area, back left side to Craigle, open, left side, fires up the 3, it's off the back of the rim. Cook outreaching everybody, skying for the rebound, and the Eagles maintain possession. Oberbreckling, deep right corner, back over on top to Tate Hager. Hager on top to Teasy. We're about 2 minutes into our first quarter. Teasy, left side to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling, double team, drives in, a lot of traffic, trying to step out of it. He does. Gets it right side. Krenkel right side. Step behind the arc for three. It's off the back of the rim, but the long rebound saved by Oberbreckling. Back out on top to Teasy. The possession continues. Oberbreckling, middle of the lane. A lot of traffic. Tries to get out of there. He does to Krenkel in the right corner area. Krenkel back out on top to Hager. Good possession for the Eagles here. Can they finish it? Teasy, baseline to Cook. Cook, left corner, back over to Teasy. Teasy on top to Oberbreckling. Shot clock is at 10. A possession that's about a minute old. Left side, Teasy, left wing, fires up the three. Got it. Give him a little spacing. Hit that a step behind the arc, and the Eagles on the board.
Yeah, Casey Teasy gets his feet under him, has that open look. He's going to knock down some shots.
And it is Edco offensively now with Standard. Standard double team, goes left side, and able to track it down there is going to be Ingles. Down low, they go to Oland. His shot in and out. Oland the rebound, moves to the left side, uses the left hand. 3 minutes in, Vikings the early lead of 6-3.
Yeah, they've been impressive so far offensively, able to attack, run their offense a little bit, get inside.
And across the timeline, Oberbreckling just in time to avoid a 10-second violation. Oberbreckling in the corner to Tate Hager. Baseline takes a tough 15-footer, nails it, kind of spinning away from the basket. And now timeout by the Eagles. 4:49 left in the opening act. That will allow the Vikings to bring in their starters. 6-5 Edco, the early lead.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
So after the Eagles take a timeout, that will allow Edco to bring in their normal starting lineup. As Jaden Miller checks into the ball game. Also coming in there as well is going to be Jack Stagger. And the other player coming into the ball game is, that's it. That's it.
Just those two, yep.
Yeah, and again, that's two of the three leading scorers for the Vikings. So Stagger takes over the point guard spot. Left side to Miller. Baseline to, once again, Batten, who has it knocked away by Kragel, goes off the hands of Batten underneath. And the Vikings turn it over. First trip down the court there after the timeout.
Yeah, and the pressure that time by the Eagles forcing that turnover. So both these teams getting after it.
So this will allow the Vikings to set up what is more like a 1-2-1-1 defense. And the Eagles turn it over into the hands of Stagger. Misses the left-handed layup. Batten saves the rebound to Stagger. Stagger from the right side. Second time's a charm. 8-5 as they score on the putback. Here again is number 20 who just checked into the game for Clayton Ridge and Colton Hager. Been bothered by an ankle. He's on the court there for younger brother Tate. Teasy, right side, the pass intercepted. No, Kragel tracks it down as Miller went for the steal. Free throw line, that is again in the middle of the lane. Oberbreckling actually towards the right side, just inside the free throw line. Takes a little 12-footer. It's no good, but a foul. And Oberbreckling to the free throw line for two.
And that foul was going to be, I thought it was on Ingles, because he got a piece of the arm coming across there on the shot.
Our first whistle of the ball game, almost halfway through the first quarter. Oberbreckling's free throw, it is no good. He'll get another opportunity. The Eagles shoot 34% from the field, 27% from the three-point line, 50%, 49.5% from the line. Second free throw on its way by Oberbreckling, and that one rolls around and stays down. The Vikings, meanwhile, shoot 39% from the field, 26% from the three-point line, and only 44% from the free throw line. And they turn it over, trying to go into the offensive end and looking ahead for Stagger, and it's a little ragtag right now.
Yeah, little high, little hot to handle there, but they're going to put on some pressure.
And again, it is 1-2-1-1 pressure. Cook catches it. He's the safety valve there. Back to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling ahead to Kragel. And Kragel stops a step behind the arc. Right side for three. Shot no good. Rebound tipped away there by Colton Hager. Tries to save it back out on top, but into the hands of Olin. Here's a fast break. Nice job there on the feed from Stagger. Right side to Batten. Scores the right-handed layup. Vikings in transition. Lead 10-6. Hager beats the pressure. Right side. Kragel floats in. The layup. It is up. It is in. Fouled. Count the basket. And the Vikings back here, actually the Eagles back within one.
Well, we talked about both these teams looking to run when they have those opportunities, and there you saw it, the Eagles running after the Vikings got a chance to have a run out. So both teams getting up and down the court here.
And it will be Kragel to the free throw line after he flipped that one up from the right side. And free throw on its way there. It is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound by Oland. Along with Batten, they came down with it. And Edco has it in the offensive end. Stander just came back into the ball game. Left side stagger on the wing. 15-footer rolled out of there. No good. Miller the rebound. Put back middle of the lane. 12 feet away off the back of the rim. And it settles in for the score. 12-8. It is Edco in the lead. Oberreckling double teamed in the backcourt. Needs some help. Right side intercepted by Stagger. Stagger covered. Left side Stander. Deep left corner for three. Aired it out. No good. Ball goes off, I believe, the hands or the head of an Eagle, and it'll stay down here with the Vikings. There's no doubt that both these teams defensively, they want to muddy things up. I think it's the best way to say it, right?
Yeah, they want to muck things up, slow things down, just make those opportunities, make it more advantageous.
Batten in the corner to Stagger. Cross-court pass there. Tate Hager, by the way, checked in for Cook during that break. Also, Teasy checked out. Cook actually stayed in the game. Tate Hager back in for, once again, Teasy. Meanwhile, left side, Batten drives. The shot no good, but fouled on the drive in. I think the swat down is the foul there against the Eagles. It'll be on Cook,
yes.
And that will put Batten to the free throw line for two.
You talked about it makes for opportunities. When you muddy it up a little bit, make it a little sloppy, passes get a little loose. They get a little more apt to take those passes away.
Free throw there is no good, and the ball actually bounced away from the official along the baseline. Substitution for Clayton Ridge. Into the game is number 50, Owen Brandt. He's a senior, and Cook will now check out. After the second foul committed there, actually the first foul on the Eagles. The Vikings have committed two. Second free throw off the back of the rim. It is no good. Vikings come up empty. Again, they have struggled just mightily from the free throw line all year. In the backcourt, Oberreckling steps through the double team. Over to Colton Hager. He has the ball knocked away. Here's a steal. Here's the quickness of Stagger and scores the layup. 14-8. Here's another timeout by the Eagles. 6-point lead for the Vikings here as we start the first quarter.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Edco leads Clayton Ridge 14-8 here. Eagles use their second timeout and now struggling with the pressure from Edco.
Yeah, and they've been close on a couple of 10-second calls too. So I think overall they just want to get this ball, know where they should be looking, because right now they're just kind of hesitantly looking everywhere. Know where I'm looking to get that press broke and get it up the court.
What Edco wants you to do is play faster, and the Eagles cannot get into that game.
No, they need to take care of the ball. They need to have that ball security, know where their looks are, know where their reads are, get the ball there, get it up court, and then set up an offense.
Yeah, they try to quicken you up is the best way to say it. Hager to take it out of bounds in the backcourt there for the Eagles. Inbounds to Tate Hager. That's Colton to Tate. Oberbreckling pushes it ahead to Brandt. They beat the pressure into the offensive end. A good job there. Oberbreckling, free throw line, pulls up, 15-footer, leaves it flat off the back of the rim. Colton Hager, the rebound to Kregel. Wide open, left side for three. Got it. He's a very good three-point shooter when squared up, and they're back within three.
Yeah, has time and is squared with his feet. He's pretty...
Stannard left side. Oberbreckling now plays the top of the 1-3-1. Miller has it right wing. Open for a second, but quickly closed down. Steps through it and goes left side to Stannard. Stannard baseline covered. Stagger with it now. And again, 2 minutes to go. Second quarter, the ball kicked out of there by Tate Hager, and it stays in front of the Eagle bench here for Edco as Cook comes in and Brandt checks out for the Eagles.
And Ingles is going to check back in, and Batten's going to go to the bench here for the Vikings.
All right, so 14-11. Edco, the early lead here. And inbounds to Stagger. Stagger, right side to Oland. Oland goes over to Miller, right wing. 5 seconds on the clock. Leaves that one well short as it hit the side of the backboard there, the side of the glass facing it. So the rebound cleared by the Eagles. Oberbreckling in the offensive end. Double teamed immediately. Try to save it on top. Throws it into the backcourt. That's over and back. And there's a good example right there of being, again, a little faster than what you want to go.
Yeah, speed you up, make you make some poor decisions, and you end up throwing the ball away. So, not always steals, but turnovers is what the Vikings are looking for.
Olin checks out into the game for Edco is number 40, Connor Balls. He is a sophomore. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, Colton Hager has checked out, and Teasy back into the game. 90 seconds left in the quarter, and the Vikings throw it away. Stagger was trying to lead Balls that time along the baseline, but Balls drifted to the corner, and the Vikings turn it over.
Yeah, not a turnover after a good defensive stand that time.
Inbounds to Tate Hager. The ball goes off the leg there, and a good job by our backside official. It was contested by Ingles, but the backside official had the same view we did looking up here from press row, and it goes back to the Vikings.
Yeah, it was good defense there, and but the ball ended up trickling off the Eagles, so give it back to the Vikings here on the right side.
Inbounds, Stannard on the right wing. Drives in, pulls up, 10-footer, right side off the back of the rim. Ball's got the rebound, but did he give it a little push from behind to create a little spacing?
I think so.
Yeah, gave a little nudge to kind of get Cook there leaning forward, and that is the third whistle against the Vikings, the first on Balls. And inbounds immediately to Tate Hager. Back over to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling, good job bringing into the offensive end. And tried to go on top, but deflected out of there by Ingles. Ingles over to Stannard, scores the right-handed layup. 16-11, a turnover again into points. Kragle backcourt area ahead to Cook in the offensive end. Cook wisely holds it, gets it back out on top here now to Hager. Hager tried to go in the lane to, again, Oberbreckling, but easily intercepted by Ingles. Another turnover. And back offensively is Miller. Miller, baseline area to Balls. Balls back out on top to Ingles. Right side to Miller. They spread out against that 1-3-1. Stagger drives in, pulls up from the elbow. 15-footer. It is good. So quick to the spot. 18-11. Vikings the early lead.
Yeah, and all these points are coming off of, forced turnovers or mistakes that they've caused with this pressure.
And back is Kragle across the timeline offensively. Kicks it in the corner. Teasy open for a second, but quickly closed down. Then has the ball knocked away by Ingles as he tried to bring it up the sideline. Oberbreckling checks out. We've got substitutions here, left and right.
Number 10.
Into the game is Ethan Backus. He is a senior, his first appearance. Also coming back into the ball game is Batten for Edco as Balls checks out.
And Oland as well.
Yep, left side. They go to Backus. Backus tried to go to Teasy at the high post, knocked away. Back over to Backus. Left side for three. Shot no good. Cook gets the rebound, then a dig in. Reach foul underneath there by Stagger. Fourth whistle against the Vikings. 12 seconds left here in our opening quarter.
Right idea by Stagger, but I think he got a little deep. Used the body instead of just his hands to dig that thing out of there. And he's going to go to the bench here probably for these last 12 seconds.
Just catch a breather there. He won't be out long as Balls comes back in, gives him a little more size on this possession anyway. Tate Hager takes it out of bounds and has to go back out on top to Teasy at the volleyball line. 10 seconds to go here. Teasy left side to Tate Hager. Hager with it, and he'll bring it over to Balls. They better hurry. Teasy right side takes a shot, double pump shot from the volleyball line, banks it well long, and they did not get a look that they wanted at all. Meanwhile, the opening quarter comes to an end. Edco leads Clayton Ridge 18-11 at the end of one.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Viking Eagles basketball is brought to you in part by Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point. Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo. Bender's Foods in Guttenberg. Rockwell Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, and Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. We played one quarter, 18-11. Edco in the lead at the end of one. What was our shooting in the opening quarter?
For the Vikings, they were 9 of 16, 0 of 1 behind the arc. So 9 of 15 from inside the three-point line, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. For the Eagles, 2 of 7 behind the arc, 2 of 3 inside of it. So 4 of 10 for 40%. 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
It is the Vikings basketball to start the second quarter. Ingalls, Stagger, Oland, Batten, and Miller out there against the 1-3-1 of Clayton Ridge. Miller drives into the lane, kicks it left side to Stagger. Stagger drives baseline, a little hand check there by Tate Hager. Foul on the floor. So you have Tate Hager out there, Backus, Kregel, Cook out there, as well as Teasy. And the Vikings will take it off the left side of the basket, leading by 7. Inbounds to Ingalls. Ingalls in the lane to Batten. Batten, back left side to Ingalls. Ingalls drives, kicks it right side. Stagger right side for 3. Leaves it short. And the rebound actually goes over the backboard there. That's out of bounds after Tate Hager had cleared it for the Eagles. But the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. Turnovers, obviously, a bit of a concern.
Eagles sitting at 9 turnovers, Vikings at 5. So both these teams a little loose with the ball in the first half.
Backus, right side to Teasy, and he was open for a second, but quickly closed down. Back out on top to Backus, left side to Tate Hager. Hager left wing with it now, covered there by Ingalls. Good straight-up defense by Ingalls. Backus back left side, high post to Kregel. Right side they go to Teasy, open right side for 3, got another one. Inside out there, and the Eagles back within 4.
Yeah, big shot there by Teasy, able to knock that down, hand coming out.
Miller has a lane, pulls up from the elbow, 15-footer, shot no good, and Cook able to jump in through everybody and get the rebound for the Eagles. Now trying to just get away, and then there's a foul committed by Edco. They had good defense initially, but then a reach-in foul as Ingalls and Batten converged for the trap, and the foul is called on Ingalls.
Yeah, they had a nice trap there, and when Cook tried to step through it, they shuffled their feet and adjusted and came across the body. So Ingalls with his second.
Yeah, and he will stay in there for now. Oberbreckling checks back into the game for the Eagles as Backus checks out. Meanwhile, Tate Hager double-teamed again, gets it back to Kregel, who launches it ahead to Teasy. They've got a 2-on-1, but the Vikings fall back. Teasy drives in, takes a tough contested runner. Right side, the shot no good. Stagger, baseball pass ahead to, again, Batten. His layup no good, but he'll head to the free throw line for 2. They hooked up a few times this football season on a pass like that, the deep route.
Well, and Batten has talked about, just similar to Boriski, he gets to the free throw line a lot with those kinds of passes and those kind of plays, but he struggles a little bit from the free throw line, so he's looking to improve his free throw shooting percentage as well.
17 of 57 from the free throw line. And as we mentioned, the Vikings only shooting 43% as a team. Free throw being eyed there, and it is good. And that's been the story for both of these teams. Just from time to time, they have just struggled shooting the ball.
Yeah, they go on droughts. They go on, times where they just don't make the shots that they're getting, and it's just a frustration point, something they definitely both want to work on.
Second free throw by Batten. It is no good, but they'll take 1 of 2. Cook tracks down the rebound, saves it along the baseline, back to Kregel. Good hustle there by Cook. And across the timeline, Oberbreckling into the offensive end, in the corner to Colton Hager, who just checked in. He's double-teamed, has the ball knocked away by Miller. It is a steal, drove into traffic, and the Vikings turn him over. And here is Stagger at the elbow, covered, reverses it right side to Miller. Miller brings it along the baseline. He'll reverse it to Stagger. In the corner, that's Stannard. Stannard to Olin. Olin finds himself free, but passes it back to Batten, who scores the layup. Unselfish by Olin. 7-point lead for the Vikings.
Yeah, nice assist there by McCoy Olin.
Teasy steps into a 3, left side off the front of the rim. You don't mind that shot at all. He was squared up. Loose ball picked up by Cook. Back over to Kregel. Right side for 3. Circled in and out. Oberbreckling the rebound. Saves it back to Kregel. Left side to Colton Hager. He drives in. Pulls up from the elbow. 15-footer. It is short. Oberbreckling another rebound. The possession continues. And as Kregel drives in, has the ball knocked away from behind. It stays down here. The Eagles keeping this possession alive.
So the second chance points are huge, and both these teams need to box out a little bit better. More of a nudge instead of an actual box out. So
Balls will check in. Olin checks out again. Neither team with a lot of size, but Cook is a bigger kid there for, once again, Clayton Ridge. Meanwhile, Kregel rolled to the baseline and from 12 feet away took a shot that hit the basketball support above the rim. And it is no good. And just surprised by that miss.
Yeah, fading towards the baseline, away from the basket, and didn't have enough oomph to get it up over.
And it is again Edco on the offensive end. Miller, left side to Stannard. Stannard back over to Miller. Right side Stagger, drives baseline, pulls up, 15-footer, shot no good. Colton Hager gets the rebound underneath for the Eagles. Wants to push it, loses the handle on the ball, dribbled it out of bounds. And the ball goes back there to the Vikings. And again, the Eagles do want to push it from time to time if they've got a chance.
Yeah, just they got to learn a little bit of when those openings are there and when to pull back, and that was one of those situations. Colton Hager thought, hey, it's here, and ran.
Game. Backus back in there for Kragel. Meanwhile, the ball is knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Hager. Hager tried a one-handed pass, and it's deflected out of bounds by Stannard, and it will go to Clayton Ridge down here as Olin comes back in and Batten checks out for the Vikings.
Yeah, just like you said, we muddy it up, muck it up, however you want to put it, get a little, loose with the ball, and you cause those silly turnovers.
Hager inbounds to Backus. Boy, Backus could have been open for a three, just did not realize it. Meanwhile, Cook gets it on the right block as he drives in, bodied there by Oland. Second whistle committed by Edco. Clayton Ridge has committed 2, and the Eagles will take it off the right side of the basket. And this possession must seem like an eternity, huh?
Oh, my goodness. They're stretching it out for sure.
Inbounds to Teasy. Step behind the arc for 3. Shot no good, but had a great look. Miller got the rebound, and back into the offensive end is the Vikings. Miller, left side to Stannard. The Eagles looking to do a little trapping, and the ball goes off the hands of Stannard out of that 1-3-1, and the Vikings turn it over.
And you can see Bryce Stannard pleading his case of, he didn't let me put my foot down, but you picked it up, so you got to find a place for it.
Stannard checks out. Ingles comes into the ball game for the Vikings, and it is Oberbreckling, right side to Colton Hager. Hager in the lane to Backus. Backus kicked it right side in the corner to Hager. Hager needs a little help and able to bring it back out on top to Kragel. Kragel, high post to Backus. Backus covered immediately. Baseline to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling drives in the lane. The ball deflected out of there by Stagger. Quick hands. Loose ball picked up by Ingles. Here come the Vikings. Miller, wide open. Left side, fires up the 3. Got it. 24-14. Vikings have their biggest lead of the half at 24-14.
Jaden Miller had plenty of time to think about that and adjust and hit it.
And here's a steal. Kragel tried a no-look pass to Oberbreckling. Intercepted by Balls. Foul. Count the basket. A double whammy that time, as Kragel committed the turnover, then followed it up with a foul, and Balls to the free throw line in a 3-point opportunity.
And you like to see the aggressive play out of Connor Balls there, getting that tipped ball and just taking it strong to the hoop, and gets that foul, so he's going to get rewarded with an extra free throw here.
Colton Hager checks out of the ball game, and Teasy quickly back in. Miller checks out after hitting that 3, and Batten comes in for the Vikings. So it's a 12-point lead for Edco. Batten's free throw on its way. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Owen Brandt, by the way, actually came into the ball game for Colton Hager. Brandt got that rebound. Meanwhile, Backus in the offensive end, double-teamed immediately. Hands it back to Kragel, and Kragel drives in, takes the pass, left side to Teasy, left side for 3. Grazed the bottom of the rim, short, and it was a little bit contested. Vikings back in the offensive end, Balls ahead of the pack and scores the layup. Stagger, deep fly pattern down the sideline. They lead by 14.
Well, nice finish by Balls. Get that power dribble and finish strong.
Backus, right side, takes an underhand shot, flips it up with the right hand, the prayer not answered, and the rebound pulled down there by Edco. Stagger at the free throw line, drives left side, pulls up, double pump shot, it's up and in, got into the lane. This is an impressive run going for the Vikings. A 9-0 run, they lead by 16, and here's another timeout by the Eagles. 3:20 left in the half. Edco leads 30-14.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Third timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. 3:20 to go in the half, and they trail 30-14 right now.
Well, they haven't put a lot of pressure on the Vikings on the defensive end, and the Vikings defense has really given them fits getting the ball into the offensive side. They've had some shots. They've only knocked down one shot this quarter, and the Vikings have knocked down over half of their shots. So it's just a different kind of game right here.
Edco's defense give them props so far. Backcourt area to Kregel. Kregel helps bring it left side to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling dribbles back, wants to go forward, gets it ahead to Teasy just before the 10-second violation, and then a bump by McCoy Olin. He's called for the foul. Boy, I tell you what, you would have hated to have seen that. Take a timeout, then get a 10-second violation.
And that was close. That was on the bridge of it, and that's going to be McCoy Olin's third foul, so he's probably done for this quarter.
Yeah, both teams with 3. Balls comes into the game back there for the Vikings. Meanwhile, coming back into the ball game is for Clayton Ridge, Tate Hager. Hager on top to Kregel. Kregel, right side to Hager. Thought about the 3. Drives in, pulls up, 15-footer, shot no good. Cook the rebound, put back from the left side, rolls around, got it to stay down. Cook certainly has kept some possession alive, and the Eagles back within 14. Stagger right side to Ingles. Ingles baseline to Balls. Balls with it now, back out on top. They go to Stagger. Stagger, left side to Miller. He's open. He just checked in during that break, by the way. Miller on top to Ingles. Ingles got a lane to the basket. Pump fakes, hands it back to Balls. His shot, no good. Disrupted by Teasy, but the rebound in the corner by Ingles. Stagger back left side to Miller. Batten gets it left block. Pulls up, 8-foot shot. Rolls over the side of the rim. It is good. Vikings keep possession alive, and they're doubling up Clayton Ridge right now, 32-16. Oberbreckling, left side to Kregel. Kregel drives in, lowers the head, drives in, and now we're going to have an offensive foul. Kregel drove in, and really, whether or not Balls was there, it's player control is what it is.
It is. It was player control. I don't know if he had his feet planted, if he was definitely in front of him, and Kregel's just falling forward, knocking people over, so that was a good call.
And that is the second foul on Kregel with 2 minutes to go here in our first half. So right side, Ingles with the basketball. Free throw line, Miller fakes the shot, moves over to the elbow, 15-footer, it is good. That is smooth. It's 34-16. We talked about these teams time to time go through scoreless droughts. That's what's happening right now. Meanwhile, Stagger steals the ball, tried to throw it to Batten for a wide open layup, and it hit the rim. Eagles have numbers, but Edco getting back defensively again. Right side, nice pass to Oberbreckling. 10-foot baseline shot, it is good. Kregel threw it right side, and it's a 34-18 lead right now.
That was a nice pass, just knew right where he wanted to go with it. Nice finish by Caston Oberbreckling.
Ingles left side into the offensive end now. Stagger has it on the wing, pulls up on the wing, 15-footer, it's off the back of the rim. Hager gets the rebound for Clayton Ridge. So back offensively, Hager stops, and then a reach-in foul committed by Batten. That's the 4th foul now on Edco. Both teams with 4, with 1:12 to go here in our first half.
Yeah, so for the rest of this quarter, if we do get more fouls, we're going to shoot some free throws.
And again, Oberbreckling and Teasy check out as Backus and Colton Hager check back into the ball game for the Eagles.
And Bryce Stannard and Nick Uhlenkamp back in for the Vikings.
Left side with the basketball is Backus. Backus on top to Tate Hager. Backus left wing area with it. In the lane to Colton Hager on top. Teasy correction there. It is again
Kregel.
Kregel, top of the key, step behind the arc, bounces around, goes up and goes through. The Eagles certainly needing that. Miller, elbow area, baseline to Balls. Balls swings it right side to Stagger. Stagger, right wing, left side, Stannard, top of the key. He's open for 3. Aired out long, short rather. The rebound by Miller. He misses the putback. Balls gets the rebound, knocked out of there by Uhlenkamp, but Stannard in the corner. Miller right side for 3, and that shot aired long. A couple of air balls that trip down. Wow. Tate Hager in the offensive end rifles it to Backus, but it's too high, too hot to handle. Sails out of bounds with 27 seconds left in the half. Let's take it easy out there.
Well, second chance opportunities, but just poor shooting in that trip down, just not able to finish anything.
Vikings may be content to work for 1, and I say that because Stagger walks it across the timeline. Left side to Stannard, Stannard back over to Stagger. Trying to spread out the Eagles a bit, 12 seconds to go. Back over to Stagger at the volleyball line to Miller on the right side. They'll get into things. Left side, Stagger, step behind the arc. Left side for 3, got it! In the closing seconds of the first half, it's a 16-point lead as Tate Hager launches a 3/4 court shot that hits off the side of the backboard on the right side. Missed it to the right. And the first half comes to an end. 16-point lead for the Vikings at the half, 37-21. When we return, interviews from our girls' game. First half stats from our boys' game. You're listening to high school basketball from from KCTN Sports. TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Edco in the lead at the half, 37-21 of our boys game. We're joined by Edco girls basketball coach, once again, Steve Putz. Wow, what a start to this ball game for your team tonight.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, you couldn't script it any better, I guess, as far as the shots we got and the shots that we made. I mean, I was hoping that's how we would start out, but you always don't get what you hope for. But I mean, you couldn't ask for any better start than what we got out of Rachel and Lily to start that game. That's for sure.
Yeah, both of them had 28 in the first half, and it was Boriski doing it inside and Rachel on the outside.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, and that's exactly what we wanted to do, right? If we always want to start first on the inside if we can, and then if they want to take the inside away, we're hoping we'll be able to get shots from Rachel on the outside or any of our guards for that matter. But so it was good to see that we were able to get both to start that half.
All right, obviously Rachel Alcocer, 10 3-pointers for you. Had what? I think 8 rather in the opening quarter.
Yeah, she had 7 or 8 in that first quarter. I forget what it was.
7.
7, yeah. So, I mean, that was amazing by itself, right, to start that. I think she might have been 8 for 10 even the first half or something like that. So, I mean, to start like that, I mean, it was just, amazing to see somebody, especially with Rachel and everything that she's going through on top of it, right, to be able to play like she is. So, it's just simply amazing to see that. And then when they did decide to want to come out on her, right, it's like, okay, then we just got the ball inside to Lily, and then Lily had her way with them on the inside.
Well, and the other thing is, and by the way, 31 points for Echo Cedar, 34 for Lily, but what she does defensively for you.
Yeah,
Lily Boriski.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, that's what her getting after it. I mean, that press, she's tough up in that front of that press for us and just taking care of business and what the team were doing, and that's what we really wanted to work with, and that's truly what I wanted since Christmas break to start that. I mean, just kind of that full court pressure and trying to get that as our identity a little bit and be able to execute off of that and score.
All right, busy week for you guys, and a quick turnaround tomorrow night and a quick trip a bit of ways.
Yeah, no, exactly. Going all the way to Cal Wheat for tomorrow night. I mean, never know going on the road. We've been pretty well on traveling, starting out well, so I hope that carries through for us for tomorrow night, and then hopefully go down there and take care of business, and then it'd be nice to get that 2 days of practice in before our big game or rematch. I kind of want to get that one back. We didn't play our best against Mac Valley when they were here the last time before Christmas break. That was kind of our last loss, so we'd kind of like to revenge ourselves and have a better showing that night on Friday.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in tomorrow night's ball game as well as the rest of the week. We'll catch up with you guys.
All right, yep, thanks, Dan.
You betcha. Edco basketball coach Steve Putz talking things over about his Viking team victorious early tonight, 78-34. I don't know if we're going to talk with Clayton Ridge coach Megan Livingston. She's actually at the other gymnasium. There's a game going on that she's helping coach.
Coaching the JV, so she probably forgot, I got to get over here, and she's probably doing some coaching.
Yeah,
so
they're starting the fourth quarter of that JV game in the other gymnasium. So again, at the half, Edco boys lead 37-21. We'll be back with our first half totals and second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
This is Dr. Jessica Wilkie, along with Dr. Foey, Dr. Bruner, and our staff here at Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We are honored to sponsor winter sports and activities for the area schools. We're here to help keep those smiles healthy by providing all areas of general dentistry for children and adults, including same-day crowns, Invisalign, dentures, and implants. We thank our patients for their loyalty for the last 40 years and welcome new patients to join our dental family. Call us at 563-539-4651.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruns and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, and the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC. At the half, Edco leads 37-21. They led 18-11 at the end of one, outscoring Clayton Ridge in the second, 19-10. They lead by 16. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals.
For the Vikings, they're led by Jack Steger with 11, Carter Batten with 9, Jaden Miller with 7, McCoy Olin with 4, Connor Balls with 4, Bryce Stanner with 2. They shot 52% in that first half, 2 of 7 behind the arc, 15 of 26 inside the three-point line, and 1 of 5 at the free throw line for 20%. They had 8 turnovers in the first half.
Totals for Clayton Ridge now.
Clayton Ridge was led by Seth Krega with 8, Casey Teasy with 6, Caston Overbreckling with 3, Tate Hager with 2, Gabe Cook with 2, so 21 points. They shot 33%, 4 of 14 behind the arc, 29%, 40%, 4 of 10 otherwise, and only 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They didn't shoot a free throw in the second quarter, and they're sitting at 16 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, and again, that's been the story. Edco's been the better team defensively. And I don't know if we've seen the Eagles hit their stride yet defensively, the type of team that they've been here, even last year.
Well, and I think Edco's done enough with their defense to get runouts and open looks. They haven't had to run a lot of their half-court offense, and the Eagles love to lock people down in the half-court, run that 1-3-1, and just haven't been able to do that here in this first half. We'll see if they change gears in the second half.
And as you mentioned, Vikings shooting really well, and it's a team that has played better. I mean, they lost to Beckman the other night, but that's a different team you're facing there. It's a 2A team you're facing. Dropped that decision there, but as I mentioned, Edco's 8-5. I don't know if a lot of people realize that they're having a pretty solid year.
They're having a solid year for what they've lost and what they've kind of rebuilt, and that Beckman game was a very physical game. It was a different style, played a little differently, and the boys came back after the game and said, yeah, we know we got a lot of work on yet, so we got to get back to work, and they did. And you can see kind of the benefits of that as they're working so hard here in this game with their defense.
If you're the Eagles, you just got to work your way back. Try to cut this deficit to half by the time you start the fourth quarter. Down by 16. Kriegel, Oberbreckling, teasing, and they turn it over. First trip down the court. Ingles saves it back to Olin. It is Kriegel, Cook, also out there, Oberbreckling, Teasy, and Tate Hager, starting five. Different starting five for Edco. They started seniors tonight, which, by the way, got them off to a good start.
They did, and they're matched up now. They're playing man-to-man.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised there. The Eagles making the change there. Not getting surprised maybe it didn't happen earlier. So Ingles on top to Batten. Also out there, Miller, Steger, and Olin. As we start the second half, shot clock is down to 8. Steger. Baseline back over to Ingles. Ingles brings it. Double pump. Leaner there. Popped in and out. Batten the rebound. Put back. It's up and in. Vikings score the first basket of the second half, and they're by 18. This is their biggest lead of the night. Oberbreckling to Kriegel. Bobbled it for a second. Tried to go in the lane. He does to Cook. Cook has the ball plucked away there from behind. Poked away by Steger, and it goes out of bounds near the Eagle bench. Clayton Ridge takes it out in front of their bench.
Well, good straight-up defense there by McCoy Olin, and then Steger came down to do the dig while Cook was thinking about it and popped that out of there. Not able to go get it, though.
Oberbreckling, the ball is kicked by Ingles. Edco playing 2-3 zone, which I don't think the Eagles mind that because they really feel like Teasy and Kriegel might get some looks offensively.
They might, but they got to be able to attack the right gaps to open those passes back out up.
And the Vikings trap out of it, too. Teasy at the elbow, down low to Cook. His shot no good, but fouled by Steger. Went high post to low post. Nice look there by Teasy. Cook goes to the free throw line for 2.
And I think that's going to be Steger's second foul, and that's probably just a little frustration on his own part because he didn't rotate quick enough for there and then caught on the backside.
So this is, again, 2 for Cook. Free throw on its way there. It is good. So that's the first points of the second half for the Eagles. Cook, again, the percentage has increased for him from the free throw line during this season. Second free throw is good, and that's the reason why. Hits both free throws there. Back to a 16-point lead. Steger drives in, gets to the left block, double pump shot, no good, but a late foul called as Cook and Tate Hager converge. You just get the feeling that Steger can get into the lane anytime he wants.
Well, and he kind of got sandwiched there and he decided to step through and try to go up through the arms, and that's what got the call. Otherwise, it was probably pretty good defense until then.
Yeah, second foul by Cook. Steger to the free throw line for 2. Free throw there. It is rolling over the front of the rim, rolls to the back, and it is through. We've got a boys game tomorrow night on KCTN. Postville at Central. Chalk Talk begins at around 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, Central coming off back-to-back losses.
Yeah, free throw, it is good. Still in first place in the small school division of the conference.
That small school is competitive.
2-2-1 pressure now for the Vikings, and the pass ahead to Cook. Too high, too hot to handle, goes out of bounds into the hands of an assistant coach for Clayton Ridge. And again, a turnover that ends up in the ball of a coach is never a good thing.
Yeah, if your coach is holding the ball and you were the one who delivered it, he's looking right back at you.
And here is Ingles. They set a pick for him. He brings it right side, looking for Olin at the free throw line. He's got a lane to the basket, misses the left-handed layup, but Batten the weak side rebound. He misses the putback and then fouled. Batten to the free throw line for 2, and the Vikings just getting some great looks right around the basket.
Well, that was a nice drive by Olin, taking charge there, going down the left side. It just put it a little strong off there, but Batten with a nice rebound, not able to get it to fall, but going to hit some free throws here.
Batten's free throw, it is short. He'll get another opportunity. So an 18-point lead for Edco, and led by 7 at the end of 1, and has just been really in control since that point. Second free throw being eyed there, and that free throw is good. So 1 of 2, now it's a 19-point lead for the Vikings. Backcourt, it is Kriegel, right sideline to Teasy. Teasy goes back out on top to Kriegel. Kriegel's got a lane to the basket. Try to wrap around pass there. It's kicked out of bounds by Miller. Stays down here, and the Eagles will take it off the left side of the basket. So we've played about 2 minutes of this third quarter, and left side Kriegel inbounds in the corner to Hager. Hager trying to step through a double team. Back in the corner to Kriegel. Baseline 15-foot jump shot. Aired it out long. It is no good. Nice job by Cook. Tried to jump up for the rebound, but stayed away as he knew Miller had position. Back out on top to Steger. Steger stopped the dribble He'll need Miller to come help out, and they go right back out on top. They look to set a double pick at the top of the key, and they switch, and Steger has the ball knocked from behind. That's that rec league defense. Craigo reached in from behind, and the ball goes back to the Vikings. They'll take it out now on the far sideline.
Yeah, they've been a little slow getting into this half-court offense. They're setting that double screen at the top. We'll see if they set that up one more time.
Inbounds now once again, Ingles with it in the offensive end for the Vikings. Ingles right side to Miller. Miller off a pick and roll, nice feed down to Olin, but he loses the ball, then it goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Teasy. It will stay down here with Edco. Boy, that was a textbook give and go.
That was a beautiful screen and roll there, just not able to get a handle on it. They're going to have to get a quicker shot here.
Yep, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Steger out of bounds, gets it into Ingles. Ingles back over to Batten. Batten with 3 seconds to go over to Ingles. Ingles takes a three on its way, hits the rim, no good. Batten gets the rebound and tries to take it up in the lane, and he's fouled there by Teasy on the way up. And that will put Miller to the free throw line for two. Good defense by the Eagles, but the Vikings keep it alive and back to the free throw line.
Even when the Eagles play good defense, force a long possession, get a rushed shot, didn't get the rebound, didn't take time to secure the rebound, and Vikings get another second opportunity and some free throws.
Miller to the free throw line. It is no good. He'll get another opportunity. Vikings just with a huge edge at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, they haven't made, well, they've only made 1 of 5 in that first half, but getting to the free throw line more now in the second half.
Second free throw on its way. It is good. As checking out of the ball game, I believe, is Ingles, and back in there is Standard. Meanwhile, Cook in the offensive end, over to Oberbreckling. Oberbreckling stops in the lane, right side to Tate Hager, drives baseline, cut off, back over to Teasy, left side, he's open for three, cupped in and out, no good, had a good look, but the rebound by Oberbreckling saves it for the Eagles. Oberbreckling back over right side, Tate Hager, back over to Kregel, left side, open for three. That's off the left, had a good look though. And the rebound pulled down by Oland off the right side. Miller, nobody stops the ball. Miller drives in, misses the layup, though. He took it with his right hand awkwardly as he drove in from the left side, and now the Eagles use their fourth timeout. 4:46 to go here in the third. Vikings lead by 20.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Well, the Eagles take a timeout here, and it's 5 in, 5 out. Message being sent, perhaps?
Maybe there was just changing of the guard here, refocus the effort, maybe bring some enthusiasm. I'm not sure what Coach Spersloggy's looking for, but decided, hey, let's get some subs in here. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, Hager, Colton Hager, along with Backus. Also Owen Brandt into the ballgame. Number 55, his first appearance. Tate Armstrong, a sophomore. And also number 22 in Chris Gephardt. Meanwhile, it is Colton Hager drives in the lane, has the ball knocked away from behind. There's that rec league defense. Standard slapped it away from behind, got away with it. And Steger back into the offensive end. Steger back to Standard. 4.5 left in the third. Standard left side, and he'll pull it back over. And again, it is Miller. Miller right side to Steger. Quickly gets to the right side. Double pump layup. Hangs in the air. It's up and in. Vikings continue to pull away at 45-23.
That was a nice drive there by Steger. Getting to the baseline, using that as a little spacing to get to the rack.
They've had no answer for Steger's first step, basically. Colton Hager on top to Backus. Backus and the 2-3 zone. Standard knocks it away, but picked up by Backus. Back to Colton Hager, who drives underneath, tries a reverse layup, hit underneath the backboard, too far along the baseline. Hager dives for it out of bounds. Great hustle, but he slides out of bounds. Also diving there was Miller. It's out of bounds off the Eagles, and it goes back there to the Vikings.
Good hustle there by both those young men, Jaden Miller and Colton Hager, getting after the floor, but Hager ends up going out of bounds there. Give the ball back to Edco.
Edco, again, you're up by 22. You can be patient here. in this third quarter, and they really have been. It's a 1-3-1 back for Clayton Ridge with Gephardt playing the top. Left side Stagger. Baseline cut off. Back right side to Standard. Standard, right elbow, back over to Miller. Left side to Stagger. There he drives baseline, pulls up, 12-footer, short. Batten the offensive rebound, scores the putback, fouled, count the basket. This is becoming a runaway for the Vikings. It's a 24-point lead.
Well, you talked about them having such a big week. You know, they've got at Cal Wheat tomorrow night, then they go at Maquoketa Valley at the end of the week, and then East Buchanan on Saturday. So they don't mind going a little slower here in the second half, rest the legs a little.
Free throw, no good. And how about this? Batten gets the rebound, saves it over to Miller. He misses the 15-footer, though, from the left baseline. Colton Hager and a reach-in foul by Edco. That'll be the second whistle against the Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings are probably going to go, I mean, obviously we still got a game right now, but in the fourth quarter, if they maintain this lead, they're going to be able to rest some guys because they've got 4 games this week.
Yeah, they got 3 more games, and they got a long trip tomorrow night. So, you know, but the hustle that time by Batten to get his own rebound on that free throw.
And the same thing for Clayton Ridge because they play Turkey Valley tomorrow night. Gephardt drives in, shot no good from the free throw line, fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. It's been a bit of a long third quarter, by the way.
Well, and you don't want to say that this game is out of hand. You're not throwing it away. But if you can get some guys some rest to keep those legs fresh, you're definitely going to do that no matter which end of this you're on.
Gephardt's free throw bounces on the back of the rim twice and bounces away. Well, Clayton Ridge has scored 2 points in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter. Edco scored 10, but it's 47-23. Gephardt's second free throw. That one is short off the front of the rim. It is, again, Armstrong tipping out the rebound to Brandt. Brandt's put back. It's off the back of the rim left side. Then the rebound cleared off the left side by Eulenkamp there off the left side, who just checked into the ballgame along with balls. Miller drives into the lane. A little 8-foot leaner. Double pump shot, no good. Colton Hager gets the rebound. Eagles back offensively. Hager over to Brandt, who drives in, takes the little runner, no good. Hager in midair, able to tip it up and in. Followed the shot well. 47-25. That's the second points there for the second opportunity for shots here for the Eagles making it.
Well, and that's the run we talk about them wanting to do.
Yep. Standard right side for 3. Shot no good. Hager able to track down that ball in the far right corner. Eagles bring it across the timeline now here. And there's a foul by Ingles. What are we doing? That's the 4th foul on Edco. Clayton Ridge has committed 4, and that is an easy call to make in front of the official.
Yeah, just a bad place, bad time to do that. And both teams going to shoot free throws from here on out. The last 2:26 of our third quarter. Hopefully,
Egad.
We don't shoot a lot of them.
Brandt checks out. Backus checks out. Gephardt checks out. Back into the ball game is Kregel, Oberbreckling, and Cook. Meanwhile, checking out is Miller. And back into the ball game there is going to be actually Stagger, who was just out for a couple of seconds. There's that Ingles back in. I think
it was Stagger.
Left side, the Oberbreckling for 3. Shot is short. And the rebound by Ingles. We approach the 2-minute mark in our third quarter. Standard in the offensive end. Eagles unable to make up ground in this second half. Ball's right side, and he's going to bring it back over along the top of the key now to Ingles. Ingles back over to Stagger. Stagger in the corner. Standard wide open. Left side for 3. Shot no good. But the rebound again by Eulenkamp. And Eulenkamp traveled with the basketball. He actually saved it to Ingles at the free throw line. And Ingles hit a jump shot. But after the whistle had sounded, and the ball goes back there to the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a nice rebound by Eulenkamp. Might have got bumped a little bit, but not able to keep his foot. So give the ball to the Eagles here.
Kregel. Middle of the court there. They get it to Hager. Hager drives in, jump stops, and a lot of traffic. Has the ball knocked away there. Stagger dives to the court, flips it back to Standard. It's another turnover by the Eagles when it looked like they had a good opportunity there.
Yeah, got it deep into the defense. Colton Hager was with his drive, but then not able to hold on to that.
Balls, baseline. He's going to take the 15-footer. Nails it. Balls. He thought about it. Looked. Should I? Maybe? You betcha.
Absolutely. You bet. He can knock that shot down.
So it's 49-25 now as Colton Hager brings it back into the offensive end. Pulls up from the free throw line. 15-footer line drive. It is short. Rebound by Standard. Standard, again, he had balls ahead of the pack. Didn't see him. Ingles drives baseline. Pulls up his 8-foot shot. No good. And Colton Hager just owning the boards, playing the bottom of that 1-3-1. Tries to flip it one-handed ahead to Stagger, and that is a soft pass to make, especially against Edco's guards. And the Eagles turn it over. 50 seconds left in the third. Standard Back over to Eulenkamp. In the corner to Balls. Balls, drives, shuffle the feet and travel with the basketball. Take it up, young man. You were open.
Shoot it. Yeah, it was open. Knock that shot down again, man. You're going to get the green light on that.
And substitution here. Checking out will be Armstrong. Back into the game is going to be Tate Hager. Also coming back into the game is Teasy for the Eagles as Colton Hager checks out. We're down to 40 seconds left here. Edco, by the way, has brought Batten and Olin back into the ballgame. So backcourt area, Oberbreckling to Teasy near sideline. And Teasy stops, goes on top to Kregel. Kregel, right side, that's Teasy. Ooh, he was going to be open, but he bobbled the ball. Tate Hager, baseline to Cook. Cook in the lane, trying to go to Oberbreckling. Goes into the hands of Teasy. Open, right side for three off the front of the rim. No good. There's a foul on the floor. 19 seconds to go in our third quarter. And it will be, again, Edco giving up the offensive rebound and Cook to the free throw line.
Yeah, whistle's going to go against number 14. That's Batten, his third. And it looks like Cook's going to get a couple of free throws.
And again, the free throw there being eyed there for two. And the first one good, or no good rather.
No good, yep.
And Batten's third foul, by the way. That's how I was looking up. Second free throw on its way by Cook. 1 of 2. They'll take that. 49-26. Eagles here trailing. Standard across the timeline offensively. And Standard goes right side to Stagger. 10 seconds to go. Back over left side, Standard with the basketball. Right side to Stagger. Stagger, 5 seconds to go. Left side, Standard, left wing, fires up the three. Aired it out. Ball goes out of bounds. Third quarter comes to an end. Vikings in control as we go to the fourth, 49-26.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Eagle Viking Basketball is brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Clayton County Recycling in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop, harvest wisely. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. And Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. So it's 49-26 as Edco outscored Clayton Rage 12-5 in that third quarter. We start the fourth quarter, Vikings with possession, and it's Ingalls, Miller, Oland, Standard, and also out there is Batten. And right side back out on top, it is Ingalls with the basketball. And again, the Eagles are now man-to-man as Oland hands it back to Ingalls, and he's covered back out on top to Standard. For the Eagles, Tate Hager, Cook, Teasy out there, along with Oberbreckling and Kregel. Left side, Standard at the top of the key. So a possession down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Batten, middle of the lane. Right side to Olin. Baseline, 15-foot jump shot. It's no good. Rebound deflected out back into the hands of Olin. Ingalls pulls up in the lane. 10-footer flat off the back of the rim. Cook able to get the rebound underneath for Clayton Ridge. And now we have the ball lost out of bounds. Cook tried to go to Teasy. It is another turnover committed by the Eagles. And let's go through the stats in the third quarter.
For the Vikings, they were 4 of 15, 0 of 4 behind the arc, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. For the Eagles, they were 1 of 9, 0 of 3 behind the arc, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line.
And it's been a struggle tonight for Clayton Ridge offensively. Trying to wrap around the pass, Standard along the baseline, trying to go to Oland, and the ball is kicked, and it will stay down here with the Vikings. We're a minute into our, once again, fourth quarter.
Well, it's interesting to see Vikings really trying to work this in a beautiful pass to Olin.
On the inbounds, Olin just rolls to the right side of the basket, lays it up and lays it in. 25-point lead for the Vikings. One thing that I guarantee you Coach Spierschlag is going to talk about tonight, defensively. This is not, again, I don't think this is what they were looking for tonight offensively.
No.
Or I should say defensively.
Defensively, absolutely no.
Teasy, baseline 10-foot shot off the back of the rim. And I know the offense has struggled here. And part of the struggle for the Eagles offensively has to do with the Vikings defensively.
Yeah, their defense is causing that, but the Eagles like to feed off of their own defense.
Yeah.
And when it's not there, boy, that offense just doesn't eat.
Miller, right side elbow area, back over to Ingles. Ingles brings it to the free throw line, over to Miller. Miller, left side, and a reach-in foul committed by Teasy. First whistle of our fourth quarter. And we'll get the ball to the near sideline.
Well, what I was talking about, the Vikings setting up an offense, running their offense a little bit, and trying different personnel here, working on things for down the stretch, which you can do in this situation.
And it is again, Ingles traveled with the basketball, got into a double team, and the ball goes back there to, again, Clayton Rich. So a turnover here, and substitution, Stagger back into the ball game for the Vikings. And again, it will be Ingles checking out. We mentioned that Edco goes to Cal Wheat tomorrow night as Teasy pulls up. Little shot inside the lane, misses the 5-footer, gets his own rebound, put back off the back of the rim. It is no good. Cook tipped out the rebound, but picked up by Stagger, and then a foul by Cook. Again, just a blocking call there. Second foul committed by the Eagles. 6:03 to go in our fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's going to be, what, the third on Cook, or is that his fourth?
We'll see in just a second.
Third.
By the way, so we mentioned they go to Cal Wheat tomorrow night. Clayton Ridge home with Turkey Valley. That'll be a challenge for them. But it seems the Eagles play better at home.
They do. They play better at home, and in the conference, they're playing, 500 basketball. So, yeah, curious to see how they bounce back tomorrow night against Turkey Valley.
The Eagles are 3-4 at home, 1-4 on the road, likely going to 1-5, barring a major letdown here. Stagger, left side to Miller. Miller to Oland. Oland lowers the head, drives into the left side, somehow gets it up and in. From the left side, Oland fighting through traffic. 27-point lead right now. Colton Hager, by the way, checked in for the Eagles. Meanwhile, Teasy, right side to Hager, tried to kick it along the lane to Stagger. It is intercepted by Batten. Ahead of the pack is Stannard. Stannard back over top of the key to Stagger. He Euro steps in. Little floater, no good. Batten another rebound. Between three, Eagles took it up. It's no good. He'll go to the free throw line for two. We're not going to get to 35, are we?
No, I don't think so, but is it hard to believe that Batten got another offensive rebound and another shot? I mean, that's what he does. He crashes those boards so hard, puts the ball back up there, and he's just got to knock down more free throws.
And Edco, we will not likely get to the 35-point rule because they're going to go to their bench as Ingles, Eulenkamp, and Balls all check in. Stagger checks out along with Stannard and also Oland. Meanwhile, TZ checks out for Clayton Ridge along with Oberbreckling. Hager and Brandt come back into the ball game for Clayton Ridge. Batten's free throw, it is good. So made the first.
Made them both.
And made the second. So 29-point lead, and now we've got a timeout. That's the Eagles' final timeout. 5:25 to go, 55-26. Vikings on their way. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Edco leading 55-26. Eagles out of timeouts, by the way. Edco has not taken a timeout. Colton Hager, left wing for three. Got it. Eagles haven't had enough of that. They've only scored 8 points in the first 11 minutes of this second half. Back across the timeline is Ingles. Ingles has the ball knocked away, saved out of bounds there by number 15 into the game there in Cale Barnes, a junior. Meanwhile, right side, they get it to Cook. Shot up. It is no good, but fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for two on the first whistle against the Vikings here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're going to, I thought maybe they'd go deeper in their bench, but here's Steger checking in at the scorer's bench. So just mixing things up a little bit.
Free throw, it is good as Cook makes the first free throw. 55-30, Edco. Edco's never trailed in this game.
No, we never thought we would see this kind of game. We expected hard-fought game, maybe a defensive battle, but it just hasn't been like that.
Second free throw by Cook. It is good. Makes them both. 55-31. As in the offensive end, it is Ingles. Deep left corner. And they work it with Batten, right side to Stagger to Miller. Miller's got a lane to the basket, stops, reverses it left side to Ingles. Ingles tried to go to Batten, but nice job by Burns jumping the passing lane there. Barnes, by the way, no relation as far as I know. And here is Kreigel, takes a crazy three, just turned and fired from about 25 feet away. Shot no good, leads to a long rebound, and driving in, it's Ingles, misses the layup, but then it's slapped out of bounds by Hager, and the ball goes back there to Edgewood Colesburg.
Did it look like he was just kind of throwing it up there going, here you go, guys, go rebound. I can't get this to go in, but you'll get it.
Yep. By the way, Standard back in. Ingles checks out. Inbounds to get it to Miller on the right block. Back over to Stagger. Standard, step behind the arc. Right side for three off the front of the rim. And a good job by Cook for the Eagles, tracking the rebound down in the near corner. We approach the halfway point of our fourth quarter. Kreigel left side to Barnes. Barnes, corner to Cook in the lane, but that's Brandt. Open, stops and fires from 8 feet away. Great look.
Yeah.
Probably closer to 12, but missed it. Meanwhile, Batten ahead of the pack, scores the layup. Eagles not getting back defensively, and it's a 26-point lead for the Vikings. Hager, free throw line, pulls up, 15-footer, banks it well long, no good. Brandt gets the rebound, actually turns and fires the shot, blocked by Miller. And the rebound pulled down by Edco. Ahead of the pack is Batten. Batten drives in the layup. It is up. It is in. Kreigel reached in from behind, and that will put Batten to the free throw line in a three-point play. And for Edco here, they are certainly well on their way.
And Batten's had a huge night. You know, he averages double figures, about 4 rebounds. He's probably doubled both of those numbers tonight with the work he's done on the offensive glass.
Kreigel and Colton Hager check out. I don't think the Eagles expected this game tonight either. Gephardt, by the way, back into the ball game along with also Backus. Meanwhile, the free throw no good. They're unable to complete the three-point play. But as your Clayton Ridge, you got to play tomorrow night. Here's a pass from Backus, intercepted by Miller. Miller uses the right hand from the left side. 61-31, 3.5 to go. And the Vikings use their first timeout of the ball game. I thought maybe it was to just bring in subs. But Coach Olin wants to talk things over with perhaps some new group coming in. 61-31, back with the finish, perhaps after this. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows you can fill the deer tag well out of season. If you've tagged that prize buck, pull up to the stoplight at Top Gun in Garnavillo. That's it. Bob and his technicians have been repairing vehicles for over 45 years. We write the estimates, take the photos, and deal with the insurance company for you to ensure your vehicle is repaired quickly and, most importantly, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun to schedule your repair today. 563-964-9899.
Sorry, did not realize it took a 30-second timeout. Barnes traveled with the basketball after that timeout. And he went up for the shot, but it was covered. And with 3:13 to go, the ball goes back to Edco. Edco has went to the bench. We'll try to pass along his is in the ball game for Edco. Also in there is number 32 into the game. And that is going to be Dace Arthur. Meanwhile, Stannard goes over to Arthur. And they work things around offensively, trying to go in the corner to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp pulls up, 8-foot leaner off the front of the rim, shot no good. Rebound for Clayton Ridge is number 40 into the game, and Nash Reimer, a sophomore. So they went a little bit further into their bench. Brandt, right side, Backus steps into a three. Right side, it's off the front of the rim. Again, the Eagles have just had a tough shooting night tonight. Meanwhile, Stannard, nobody stops the ball, floats it up with one hand, no good. All in the rebound, saves it over to Tyne, left wing for three, no good, just flat off the rim. Gephardt got the rebound, back into the offensive end, comes Backus for the Eagles. Brandt tries to lower his head, steps between a couple of defenders, instead pulls up. Little 5-foot leaner, no good. Gephardt the rebound, back to Reimer, could not come up with it strong there. And the loose ball picked up by the Vikings. Standard back in the offensive end. And Standard there is going to work it right side to, once again, Arthur. Arthur to Eulenkamp, tried to go to Tyne, overshot, but Standard tracks it down near sideline. And this group for Clayton Ridge continues to play 1-3-1. Oland, right sideline, stepping into a three. Right side, that is Arthur. It's off the back of the rim. Maybe grazed the side of the backboard, too.
Yeah, got a little piece of the backboard, just came up empty.
Backus drives into traffic, has the ball knocked away, seams it left side to Behrens. 15-foot jump shot, no good. And the rebound pulled down there by Standard for the Vikings after it was tipped out. 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Olin through his hands. Arthur, 15-footer, right side off the front of the rim, no good. And it is Backus the rebound, as we've got a stretch going here where there's actually no stoppage of play. And quickly it is again Brandt. Ooh, he's open again from the elbow. Misses the 15-footer. Gephardt the rebound. Nice strong move as he rolled to the right, but misses the shot. It has just had a lid on the second half here. And a timeout just to bring in subs for Edco. So they're getting to play some of these seniors tonight. But I say that, they started the game. Keegan Stelkin, a sophomore, comes in. Also coming into the ball game is going to be, I believe, number 30 into the game, and that will be Carter Knipper, a sophomore, into the game. A minute to go. Vikings with the basketball. Left side, Backus tips away the pass to himself. He'll bring it into the offensive end. And in the lane to Brandt, but intercepted by Eulenkamp. They get it ahead of the pack. It's a layup opportunity there for Knipper, and he scores it from the right side. 45 seconds to go. Knipper into the scoring column there for the Vikings. And it's a 32-point lead. I don't think we expected this at all tonight. In middle of the lane, Gephardt swings it left side to Backus. Backus back right side to Barron. Shoot that ball. He's going to take a contested three. He should have shot it right away. But the ball into the hands of Reimer. Reimer fouled. 28 seconds to go underneath the basket. And again, it will be the Eagles with possession. I know you're going through the stats right now.
Yep, we're working on getting ready for our post game here, but they're going to go over top to, looks like Backus here, dribbling around at the top of the key.
Yep, and again, the Eagles looking for a good shot here. Backus with it right side and try to go, but it's intercepted by Knipper. Here's a fast break. Knipper ahead of the pack, gets it over to Arthur. Right-handed layup, it's up and in. He's into the scoring column with 10 seconds to go. It's been a good night all around for the Vikings.
Yeah, everybody's shooting the ball well, and the Eagles, like you said, the defense wasn't quite there, and the
and back in the offensive end, it is the Eagles. They lose the handle on the basketball, and the game comes to an end. Edco raced out to a 7-point lead, and they actually led from start to finish. The Vikings continue their second half surge. They defeat Clayton Ridge by a final score of 65-31. With the win, the Vikings 9-5. Clayton Ridge drops to 5-9. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Choose skilled care to recover from your surgery or illness. Grace Bowman of Eitzen did, and she states, "When I came into the hospital following surgery in La Crosse, the first thing I noticed was it seems like family. The whole unit was welcoming, kind, caring, and glad I was there. I felt peaceful, and with their help I knew that I would get back home again, which I did just 2 weeks later. The entire staff was encouraging and always gave the extra mile. Wherever you are, remember to ask for skilled care."
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life. Welcome back to Edgewood. Edco victorious in our boys game, 65-31. The Vikings led by 16 at the half. The Eagles scored 10 points in the second half as the Vikings getting things done offensively and defensively tonight. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go to the totals. First off for Edgewood Colesburg.
Tonight, the Edco Vikings were led by senior Carter Batten with 20 points, Jack Steger with 15, Jaden Miller with 10, McCoy Olin, another senior, with 8. Connor Balls with 6. We have Bryce Standard with 2. Carter Knipper with 2. Dace Arthur with 2. So 65 points tonight. Vikings shot 51% tonight. They shot lights out. Only 2 of 14 behind the arc, but otherwise 26 of 41. That's 63%. And a lot of those runaways on the defense, getting easy baskets.
And offensive putbacks.
Yeah, offensive putbacks. 7 of 14 for 50% from the free throw line, so definitely some room for improvement there. Only 14 turnovers below their average for the season.
Yeah, and again, for Edco, you only shoot 39% as a team, but again, the second half of the season, they have been playing some pretty good ball. You take the Beckman game out of that, it's a team that's playing as well as anybody in the Tri-Rivers Conference on that side there, on the west side of the conference. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, offensive struggles, but I think we'll talk with Coach Spearschlag and we'll start talking about the defense here first. I think that's what he's more concerned about right now.
Yeah, he wants to fix that defense, but tonight offensively, Seth Kregel leads the way. He's got 8 points. Casey Teasy with 6. Colton Hager with 5. Gabe Cook with 7. We had 3 points for Caston Overbrockling, 2 points for Tate Hager. There's your 31 points. They shot 22% tonight. 5 of 21 behind the arc, that's 24%. 5 of 25 inside, that's 20%. And then 6 of 10, so 60% from the free throw line. 27 turnovers tonight for the Eagles. So definitely something they're going to talk about. It's hard to do much with the ball if you don't have the ball.
Yeah, and again, for Clayton Ridge, that makes it tough, because the runouts, it does make it tough on your defense when you're giving up more possessions there than you're able to take away.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, it is 65-31 as Edco wins this boys game tonight. And once again for Edco, they go to Calumet's Wheatland tomorrow night, then at Maquoketa Valley, then East Buchanan. They play at Upper Iowa on Saturday at 11 a.m., so this is their first of 4 games for the week. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, it's a quick turnaround. You play a pretty good Turkey Valley team, then you get Central. Now, the good news is for the Eagles, both those games are at home, but it's a Central team right now that is actually leading the small school division with a 6-4 conference record. Turkey Valley right behind them.
Well, you look at that. Clayton Ridge has got 2 top teams in their conference, in their division, that they got to play yet this week. Edco got to go to Cal Wheat. That's on the other side, but then they play the number 1 in the division, Maquoketa Valley, at Maquoketa Valley. So they've got a couple of tough games this week as well. So both these teams needed a win tonight. Edco came out on top.
And lost in all this is if you're Clayton Ridge, you can play your way into some say in the small school division because it goes with Edco 6-4, Turkey Valley 5-5, Clayton Ridge is 4-6. So you're only, again, you're talking 2 games out of first, a game back, and you play both those teams this week.
That's the big thing. You play both of those teams this week. So, yeah, you go, well, we're in third, we don't have a above 500 record, but you're right there with them.
Yeah.
And Edco's in the same boat. They're sitting at 500 in the conference, but they're only a couple of games away from being with those top teams.
So, again, lots to play out here as we get towards the later part of January. Again, our final score, 65-31. Both coaches taking plenty of time in their locker room. We hope to talk with both of them when our postgame show continues from Edgewood after this.
Alameda Clayton Electric provides more than energy. They also provide tips to help keep you safe. Use portable space heaters safely. The safest types have switches that turn the heater off if it's knocked over. Keep portable heaters away from papers, bedding, draperies, and other combustible materials to prevent fires, and keep them away from water to prevent electric shock. Never leave a space heater unattended or leave children alone in a room with a space heater. Your electric cooperative cares about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back to Edgewood. Post-game show continues. Still hoping to talk with our coaches. I mean, we do have a game tomorrow night. By the way, both these teams play tomorrow night.
Yeah, they all play tomorrow night. They all want to get home. So I figured there'd be a quick conversation, and let's head for home.
Yeah, we can talk on the bus on the way home, something like that. So let's kind of set you up with what's coming up for us. Now, tomorrow night, it'll be boys basketball. Postville at Central. We'll bring you the varsity matchup. Chalk Talk at around 6:30. Game time at around 7 o'clock. I got to be honest with you. They're playing a JV game starting at 4:30 and then scheduled to start the boys at 5:30. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I think those are all issues. I mean, 4:30-ish, 5:30-ish, 6:30-ish.
It's not a quad, but it's a try.
It's a try, and, you know, JV basketball, sometimes it can go long, sometimes it goes a little quicker, but I just don't think they're going to get it done in an hour.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
So again, tomorrow night, be listening for that here on KCTI on FM 100. Postville at Central. Actually, we've seen Postville a couple of times this week, and they will take on Central, a team looking to regroup after their big school battles they had last week. Meanwhile, Friday night, we'll see Clayton Ridge. Hope the weather holds off. I know they're talking
it sounds awful.
Bitter cold temperatures, but Central plays at Clayton Ridge. The rematch of both of those games, with our Chalk Talk beginning at around 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. I know we've got a quad that night as well. Plus, you never know. I mean, some of these weather situations, they move up games, stuff like that.
Move up games, or they may just move them because it's supposed to be cold Friday, Saturday for sure. So they may, let's find another time for this. And it's not so much, some of the times it's kids on the road, but it's even spectators on the road. It's cold out there.
Yeah, and MFL Marmac was supposed to play North Lynn girls tonight, but MFL Marmac did not have school today. And once again, it will be making that game up on Thursday night, MFL Marmac in Northland. That's a good team for them to play.
It is. That's a nice matchup there. Just something for them to kind of prepare for what's coming down the road in the postseason for both of those teams.
All right, so Coach Kyle Spiritualagi making his way up here for Clayton Ridge. We'll have an opportunity to talk with him, and also hoping to talk with Coach Justin Olin as well. But like I said, we got a game tomorrow night. Meanwhile, we're joined by Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spiritualagi. Coach, first off here, let's talk about offensively, a tough night for your team offensively. 22% from the field, 27 turnovers.
Yeah, I think we had about 11 after the first quarter, 17 or 18 at halftime. So, yep, tough numbers to overcome there.
All right, let's talk a little bit about defensively. Put your defense in some tough spots there, and I think you're still looking for better things defensively.
Yeah, and even in that first half, it was hard to tell what was. I know we didn't rebound the last couple minutes of the second quarter, but when you have that many turnovers, it doesn't matter what defense you play. I mean, so hard to say what the defense did or didn't do when you have that many turnovers.
All right, obviously, I think some of the shots you're getting on offense, pleased with?
Yeah, we did. We had some good looks at times where we were definitely trying to get to the rim, which is this morning what I said we need to do, but just wasn't able to put it in enough in some of those situations, which would have helped.
Yeah. All right. Offensively, there, Gabe Cook, I think is solid. Had 7 points in this ball game. Number of rebounds, certainly worked hard for you.
Yep, absolutely. Nice for him to get a couple free throws in, a couple buckets in there whenever they came. So him to get 7 points is good.
All right. And Seth Kregel had 8 points. Casey Teaser was 6 points, but again, had some open looks.
Yeah, we did. We did at times. Even there's I thought we had a nice stretch. Well, even in the first quarter here, where I know they hit that 3 towards the end to go up. I think it was 6. I could be wrong. But even point, you had some chance where we had some decent looks and didn't get him to go in.
All right, 1 point. You went 5 in, 5 out.
Oh, nothing more than just at that point getting guys in. Yep, nothing more than getting guys in. We were never really able to fully execute the press break like we were hoping to. But give some credit to Edco and their efforts on both ends of the floor.
All right, now, quick turnaround. And you play a quality team in Turkey Valley tomorrow night, but you're at home.
Yep, we're at home tomorrow night, home Friday, and so the guys, we just got to keep hanging in there and come right back tomorrow.
All right, we'll talk to you before the ball game Friday night there. Good luck to you guys.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
You betcha. Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spiritualagi talking things over about his Bulldog team. Take a break. We're either going to wrap things up or talk with Coach Olin. And they go to Calamus Wheatland tomorrow night. So we'll be back and wrap things up after this.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back once again here. All right, we're going to wrap things up. Gym's just about empty.
They've closed the roll-down gate. They're starting to clean. We probably need to get out of here.
Yeah, probably. So again, Edco victorious in our ball game by a final score of 65-31. Coach Olin, by the way, making his way onto the court here, and we'll try to maybe grab him if we can.
Let's wrap up the women. Let's talk about the girls.
Yes,
game.
The girls' final tonight. Edco girls impressive, 78-34. Coach Olin, we're up here. 78-34, the final score.
Yeah, they just came out with such a hot, fast start, and Coach Rachel Eggleseder shooting the ball well from the outside, and just unconscious. You got deeper behind there. Boriski does what she does inside, and Clayton Ridge just didn't have an answer. I thought their full court defense was done very, very well. This can become useful for them down the road, and for Clayton Ridge, keep working. I mean, get healthy, keep working. You're getting there.
Yeah, saw a good second quarter there. Good things happened when they got the ball down low to their post player, Adeline Helly. But again, the turnovers and the youth, certainly a difference in this ball game tonight as Edco scored 38 points in the first quarter. We're joined now by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, first off here, I know you guys go to Cal Wheat tomorrow night, so we don't want to keep it too long, but defensively, I think you were pleased with the effort tonight.
Yeah, especially second half. First half we did a nice job of ball pressure and caused a lot of turnovers. We kind of were a little sloppy ourselves and didn't kind of capitalize and gave up too many second chances there in the first half, but I thought we cleaned that up really well in the second half. Sorry, I'm out of breath coming up the stairs.
That's a long ways to go.
Yeah. And the boys really responded. It was like I said, it was a team team win. Like, all the guys really put it together tonight, covered for each other, got some good minutes off of bench guys, starters played well. It was just a good all-around night for our team.
All right, led by 3 scores once again, and this has been the norm. Tonight it's Carter Batten's turn, 20, Jack Stagger 15, Jaden Miller with 10, 3 in double figures. That's what they average.
Yeah, and, those guys, when they're consistent, and then our guys below them get their 6 to, 8 to 4, those guys do a really nice job of just taking what's available to them. Like, they're really not forcing anything. They're trying to find that really good look. And, it's just good team basketball. Batten does a nice job. He runs the floor hard, and, he puts himself in great position. And, he just does a lot of dirty work points for us, and then, the other 2 guards just take care of the ball. Great shot selection, tough, get to the paint, do a lot of nice things.
All right, McCoy Olin had 8 points. Connor Balls with 6 points. Nice inside combination for you.
Yeah, and balls coming in when McCoy was in foul trouble there was huge. He gave us a nice spark there in that second quarter, really played really well there. McCoy just plays solid, does his job, understands his genetics, which I'm sorry, McCoy, from your father. But like, he's just always in position. You can count on where he's going to be at, and he just does his job well. And, and I'm going to stem that to our other seniors. These guys, when I first coached them when they were like little shavers in 3rd grade, I think we were averaging getting beat by like 60 points a game, maybe scored 2 or 4 points. And, it's kind of cool seeing the progression of these guys. They were kind of the first team I started with in our youth program here, moving all the way through. And just to see their ability to play together and what they're kind of putting together and accomplishing, mixing with our other groups so well. And, they're a great group of kids, and I give props to the work they put in.
All right, good luck. I know a quick turnaround at Cal Wheat tomorrow night. Good luck to you guys.
Hey, I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you so much.
We'll catch up with you guys. Edco basketball coach Justin Olin talking things over about his Viking team. Victorious 65-31. That'll wrap up our post-game show here. Coach, we'll see you tomorrow night for the ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be down in Alcater.
Again, the Chalk Talk at around 6:30. Varsity game time at 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Amanda Neary for running our camera tonight. Also thanks to Caitlin Mussman for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.